Rick Reeves with Glycott here at Gallatin County. Talking to Coach Scott Anderson, first-year coach of the Carroll County Panthers. And, Coach, this is your first year, and first year in a while your team's gotten to the region. How do you feel about the year?
Well, it's been a really exciting year. This has actually been my first year as a head coach at all in at least girls basketball. I guess coming in, you're trying to change a culture of a place that hasn't had a lot of winning. And it's been 6 years they've even been in the regional tournament. So going in, and my first goal was to get the 2 seed in the district and then try to find a way to make it to the regional tournament. And we actually achieved our goal. So anything was like house money right now, and we're really excited to be here.
Let's talk just a little bit. How do you change that mentality? How do you change a program that hasn't been in a while as a first-year coach? How did you handle that?
Well, the first thing is you got to make sure they have fun. I was just trying to change the style. I think, and I really made an effort not to look at anything they've done in the past. A lot of coaches go in and want to look and see who you got, what they've done. I really wanted to come and just be a fresh slate and have them do what I wanted to do. I didn't really care what they did before. So I made sure we had fun and the style of play. We try to push the basketball. We try to shoot a lot of threes. I don't get mad about shots. I get mad about effort. But that's also part of changing your culture.
If someone has not seen this team play, you talk about effort. How would you describe your team?
I think we're a team that really likes to push it. We like to press. We like to make it up and down if we can. We're going to make a lot of mistakes probably, but we have a good core of seniors. We have 4 seniors that has been the stability for our program all year. And I think you'll hopefully see that leadership come through during the game and play off of that energy.
With 4 seniors, those leaders, now they had you coming in as a new coach. They're seniors, they want their big senior year. How have those girls handled that?
Well, I think very, very positively, at least what I've been told from the people around Carroll County High School. I actually got a pin from one of them today that says, "Thank you for making our senior year fun." So I think I really concentrate on having fun, and obviously fun and winning kind of go hand in hand. Sometimes the winning has to cause the fun, but I think either way, it's been a fun ride this year.
I think it's really important in all aspects of life, but especially in a game, to have fun. How do you draw the line, though, between fun and disorganization, or fun and not getting the results you expect?
Well, effort is where I draw the line at fun. And, if they're not playing hard or giving the effort I think they should give every game, that's when they know they're going to be sitting over here sitting with us. And I don't know how much they've gotten that in the past, but I'm a yeller when things don't go right. So they've understood from our first scrimmage, it's going to be a little different.
Okay. Different players respond to different things. Have you had to change the way you coach? Are you who you are, and hopefully the girls can adapt?
I think you have to treat every player different.
Yes.
It's kind of differentiation of instruction. I'm a teacher, so you can yell at one and be really hard, and there's some, I probably won't even talk to. So now I could give a stare, and they'll know, or you do it behind closed doors. But I think every player's different, and but there's a lot of times you can yell at the entire team at the same time, and they know who's getting talked to.
Right. So let's talk about tonight's game. What do you know about Grant County?
Well, we've got several tapes on Grant. They're obviously very long, very good team. They've beat a lot of teams that beat us. So it's going to be a very tall order for us. Obviously, we were the lottery pick for everybody in this region. Every winner wanted to draw us. We're the only team with a losing record. First time in 6 years. Not a lot of success. But I think we also got that little bit of underdog. We ain't got nothing to lose. So our focus has been first quarter. That's all we've talked about. The first minute, the second minute, and we're going minute by minute in that first quarter. And we're going to just try to get out of the first. And if we get out of the first, we might have a ball game on our hands.
You've talked a lot about different aspects of your game. Tonight, give me a couple keys that you want to see out of your girls in order to maybe pull the upset.
Well, I think with any upset, especially if you know long odds, is you got to hit shots, and we're going to really try to push the basketball and shoot a lot of threes. And if we can get hot early, like I said yesterday in practice, if it's at the end of first and we're at 15-12 and we've hit 5 threes, I'm really, really happy. Number 2 is obviously rebounding with us every time. We've had a tough time rebounding as a team. We have one of the top rebounders in the region and in the state for a long time, Reagan Matthews. She's averaged about 9.3 a game. But after that, we're here and there on team rebounding. So if we get killed on the boards, it's probably going to be a pretty long night for us. And then turnovers. Grant really likes to trap. They play high intensity defense. If we have a bunch of turnovers, it could be another long night.
Well, Coach, I thank you for your time. Good luck tonight. Excited to see your team play, and we'll see how you do.
All right, thank you.
We'll be right back on Glycod.
Yeah, Rick, that's a great interview, and thanks to Coach Scott Anderson for his time as well. And you get the sense that he really does embrace this underdog role.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what you have to do in this situation. You have to get your girls to just believe that they were the lottery pick. Everyone wanted to play them. And then you tell your girls, you know what, we're going to make them pay for that. And I think he has bought into that, and he's got his girls bought into it. Now the key is, can he transfer that out onto the court?
What is the key? Everybody's talking about rebounding as we take a closer look at some of these keys. But Grant County's got to do a couple of things well to move on.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they have to, first of all, they have to limit their turnovers. When you get into this aspect of the season, the more any turnovers can really turn against you. The other thing they have to do is Grant County has to rely on their experience, and they have the experience that Carroll County doesn't. And, you know, it doesn't really matter in the long run how many times you've been here, but it does matter how few times you've been here.
And getting off to a fast start. I know Coach Anderson's girls, at many points this season, they've started very slowly. It's in unison. They've got to do some good things early and build some confidence.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you get behind early, all of a sudden all that fun goes out the window. If you get behind and you're not set, you're not able to catch up in a way like Carroll County is. They just can't afford to have that first quarter run where they get outscored by 10 or 12, because then it's going to be almost impossible to come back.
The Braves of Grant County are coached by Sean West. He's in year 12. He's got the most tenure amongst 8th Region girls coaches, and he'll chat with our Don Mueller when we come back to Gallatin County High School on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
This is Don Mueller with Glycod Media, and I'm here with the head basketball coach of the Grant County girls basketball team, Sean West. Sean, congratulations on winning the 32nd District Friday night.
Thank you.
Beat Anderson County,
Simon Kenton.
Simon Kenton by 2 points. What did you take away from that ball game?
It was a hurdle for us. It's been since 1990 since our girls program have won a championship. So we've been runner-up. That was good for us. I took away, in both games, regular season against Simon and also the championship game. We came ready to compete, and we didn't back down, which was a good thing. We kept our composure and fought to the finish. So hopefully that can continue throughout the stretch here in the 8th region play.
Coach, you're 18-10. Been a pretty good season. I think you got to be somewhat happy with that. Tonight you take on a team that you have not played this season in Carroll County. What can you tell me about Carroll County, how you prepared for them?
Well, we've not played them in probably 3 or 4 years. Got some game film. We've watched and broke down some stuff on their player personnel and everything. We worked on some stuff that they do, but, more importantly, what we've done over the last 2 days is focused really on what we need to do. So, who knows what they're going to come out defensively in? Who knows what they're going to do from an offensive standpoint? The biggest thing we're going to try to do is be efficient on offense, take care of the basketball, look to share it, look for opportunities for easy scores, hopefully some transition stuff, and then some half-court sets. Defensively, we're going to try to get after it. I would consider our group a blue-collar group, so we're going to punch the time clock and go to work.
What's the strength of your team, Coach?
I think our depth. We've got pretty good guards. We've got size inside, and I think we can go deep. I think we could easily, if need be, go 10 plus if needed. So, the girls come in hard, work hard every day, and I think because of that, has allowed us to go as deep as we can.
When you approach this time of the year, it's like a second season, Coach. What you do in practice versus this time of the year compared to during the regular season? Do you place emphasis on anything more important now than you did during the regular season?
To a degree, I think, the biggest thing that I have found in doing this as many years as I have is a lot of this time is about execution. I think, the deeper you go in tournament play, the closer usually those games are going to become. And then it's going to become more of, who's going to do all the little things really well. So we really try to focus on the execution side of it and the mental side of it. We do scouting throughout the whole year, but obviously bigger games, district games, tournament play and stuff, it's a little more in depth. So, we've got an extensive scouting report, and I expect the girls, to try to treat that like a classroom and know it like the back of their hand. So hopefully that stuff will help us out in the long run.
Well, Coach, it sounds like your ball club's ready. I want to wish you the best of luck tonight and maybe advance on to the next round. Okay, guys?
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Thanks to Coach West. Thanks to Don Mueller for that conversation. Rick, this Grant County team, it was a hurdle, actually, to win the district. They go head-to-head really every year with Simon Kenton. Finally got the upper hand this season.
Yeah, and you go in starting the year knowing that that's probably going to be the case, that's the hurdle you have to get over. So what they can build on is, hey, we got over the hurdle this year, but let's not be just comfortable with that. Let's keep it going.
Jada Cummins has had a fantastic sophomore season, all 8th region at 12 points a game. Ditto average for Emily Narano, 12.7 boards, also all 8th region. And so many teams now are centric in the backcourt. Grant really the upper hand, certainly in this game with all the size in the front court.
And we've talked about that with rebounding and different things. But, yeah, when you can go inside, that makes a big difference, especially in girls basketball, because with size, you don't always have teams that have that size on the inside. And a lot of times, honestly, if you have that side, they're not as skilled of players. But this Grant County team is not that way.
Lineups tip off when we come back to Gallatin County High School. It's quarterfinal number 1 tonight between Carroll and Grant. We'll be right back after this on Glycod.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. It will take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wood one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
If your car's been damaged, regardless of make or model, visit the experts at Roy's Body Shop. Roy's is locally owned and operated with free towing and lifetime warranty on all collision repairs. Plus, they provide deductible savings for every insurance claim. Open weekdays 9 to 5 at 2604 Highway 146 in LaGrange. Give them a call at 502-222-0948 or online at roysbodyshop.com. Roy's Body Shop. Collision repair for the people.
From Glycod, it's Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball. Roy's Body Shop in LaGrange. Collision repair for the people. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service in Crestwood, making your life easier with quality products and quality service. Watts Home Center, design that feels like home. Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable. LaGrange Service Center, quality car care since 1964. State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilley. And by Mortensen Family Dental. Now courtside for all the action from Glycod on Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball.
Chris Labar, Rick Reams, Joe O'Mellen on camera tonight. Steve Bird, our executive producer. Welcome to Gallatin County High School side of the 2023 8th Region Girls Basketball Tournament. Last night, a pair of close ones. South Oldham defeated Spencer County 48-46, and Simon Kenton over Owen County 50-46. This is Game 3. It's Carroll and Grant. And now for your starting lineups presented by State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilley in Crestwood. For Carroll County, Caitlin Hensley, the 14-point-per-game scorer leading the Panther Brigade. She'll be joined by Courtney Strickland at 12 points. Reagan Matthews, 7 points and 9 boards. And then Maddie Hicks and Grace Perkins. For Grant, 2 all-8th region performers. Forwards, Jada Cummins, 5'9 sophomore, and Emily Narano, 5'11 senior. Both average identical 12-point figures. Sarah Scroggins, 5'8 senior at 7 points. Dakota Rowe at 6 points. And Sarah Russell, 5'9 junior, 5 points. Team leading 7 rebounds. Officials out of the 13th region in the London and north-south Laurel area, so quite the trek this week at Gallatin, and then tomorrow and Thursday for the boys quarterfinals at Henry County. Take a look at the series overall controlled by Carroll, with the Braves winning the last matchup back in 2020. Winner will take on the winner of our 4th quarterfinal and 2nd of tonight between North Oldham and Anderson County. What do you look for early, Rick?
Again, early, Carroll County has to hit shots. That's what they talked about. They got to come out and hit threes. And if you're Grant County, you just want to, like I say, step on the accelerator, get an early lead, and put this game out of hand early.
Grant the favorite in this game, but Carroll here for a reason. And the Braves in possession. There's Cummins. See what Carroll does defensively. Right wing three off the mark and chased down in the corner. That was Cummins that chased it down. In the lane, Narano circling underneath. Scroggins flies one, and the rebound gobbled up by Maddie Hicks of Carroll, a group that averages 50 points a game, and a long three short from Hensley.
Yeah, they're not going to be shy. Both teams around that three-point line.
There's a lefty three off, and the game's first foul whistled underneath on Grant County.
Yeah, Cummins with the push there. She didn't have position, kind of pushed and got caught there on that three-point shot. So both these teams just need to see a ball go in the basket here, Chris. So, but we know Carroll County, they're going to come down. Coach said there's no bad shots, so that's the way to play.
Grace Perkins, a senior, will cough it up, and ball security of utmost importance. And Carroll County with an early turnover.
Yeah, she thought Maddie Hicks was going to be going to the basket, and Maddie stopped, and so just a turnover there.
See what Grant does against this Carroll County press as the Panthers want to play a little quicker. And a nice entry and a Carroll County foul underneath.
I think that's what Grant County needs to do is they need to take the ball inside and then move it back outside as opposed to just settling for three-point shots. Use your advantage inside.
Emily Narano for two. That one will put Grant on the board. Narano, 5'11" senior, 61% foul shooter.
Grant's going to come out in their press.
And deflection out of bounds. It looks like it's going to deflect over to the Braves as it was touched last on the near sideline by Hicks.
Yeah, I think that ball may have been out on Naranjo there, but already going to get a 30-second timeout by Carroll County.
So Coach Anderson will take a quick timeout. We will step aside as well. Early here at Gallatin County High School, 8th Region quarterfinal. We'll be right back after this.
Outdated electronics harm the environment when disposed with regular trash. That's why Oldham County Solid Waste is sponsoring an electronics collection event on Saturday, April 15th, 2023 from 9 a.m. to noon at Oldham County High School student parking lot. It's the perfect time to properly dispose of tube and projection style televisions, computers, smartphones, or other gadgets that you may no longer need. No restrictions on devices, every bit helps. A message from Oldham County Solid Waste.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Scroggins circling as Grant County on two early free throws leads by a basket. That's going to be off the mark underneath and a held ball.
Good job there. Carroll County tying that ball up. They got the shot they wanted, just wouldn't go in. I think Coach Anderson just called that timeout to settle his girls down. They're having a little bit of trouble right now. Had a turnover there on the press and just wants to talk to them and get them in the flow of the game. Another turnover.
Carroll with three early miscues and a crafty shot. That was Dakota Rowe that couldn't knock it down. And the lasso by Carroll County is Perkins into forecourt. Got a wide open player left sideline. Hicks flies a three, and Hensley able to corral the rebound. That one's going to fall for Caitlin Hensley.
Good job there by Caitlin Hensley. Did not hesitate at all. Put that three-point in.
Carroll is a team, 28% three-point shooting team, and Grant with a quick response.
Yeah, nice shot there by Sarah Scroggins. She was able just to get open on the wing and put it in the basket. Grant County, you can tell their idea right now is a lot of pressure, make it very uncomfortable for Carroll County on offense.
And Hensley, leading Panther score on the campaign, will handle it. Reagan Matthews twirling inside the lane. That's a nice move.
Really nice move there. She was able to get that ball inside, make a twist, and get to the basket. Great job there.
Carroll +1. And a high dribble is going to catapult out of bounds.
Yeah, turnover. And again, we talked about this, Chris. If you're Carroll County, this is what you want. But if you're Grant County, not so much. You want to go ahead and put this game out of reach. You're letting Carroll County believe. But there's a great defensive play by Cummins just to steal that and go in for the layup. And then another steal.
Oh, my. And back-to-back buckets off the press. And Coach Anderson wants another timeout. We'll keep things here as Grant with 4 quick ones to take a 3-point lead.
Tell you what, that's exactly what I just talked about. Grant County did what they wanted. They're inflicting their will on Carroll County, and Carroll County, unfortunately, is falling right into the trap, literally and figuratively. So right now, Carroll County has to settle down. They had such a great set down on the other end, but just 2 straight turnovers, 2 straight easy baskets.
So Grant by 3. The winner will take on the winner of our second game between North Oldham and Anderson County. The 2 winners will meet on Friday night in Game 2 at 7:30. That'll be semifinal number 2. Of course, we'll have all the action this week on glycod.com. So Coach Anderson burning through timeouts here too early.
Yeah, it's one of those things. If you don't go ahead and call timeouts, your team can get really, really far behind. So, it's one of those things. Do you do it now or you do it later? And I think his thinking is I've got to get my team under control or this game is going to get out of hand quicker than it already is. And right now they're even having trouble getting the ball inbounds. The first pass is okay, but the second pass has hurt them both times. So now they're going to have to see if they can come up with something different.
When they get the ball in half court and get a shot off, they're okay.
No, exactly.
It's just getting to that point. And Hicks traversing up the far sideline.
Dribbled right where you don't want to.
And picked up that dribble, and it's poked in a 3rd consecutive turnover. There's Scroggins, and she will cough it up and out of bounds.
Yeah. What you can't, if you're Carroll County, you cannot dribble into a double team and then pick the ball up. You've got to have an idea. You need to fan that ball towards the middle and then make passes out of that.
8th grader Olivia again is in for the Braves, donning number 12. We saw an outstanding 8th grader last night for Simon Kitten and Brindley Purnell. And coughed up again by Hensley, and Grant County going to drive in and connect on another fast break layup.
Yeah, you just cannot continue to have the turnovers. Oh, that's a
Grant
block
foul
there. Yeah. Like you said, Chris, if Carroll can just get down into their offensive set, they've done all right. But the issue right now is they can't get down the court to get into that set.
Coach Anderson putting much emphasis on the first stages of this game. And it's a great rip away by Narano that plucked that ball away for the Braves, and it's going to be out right through Ginn for a turnover.
Unforced error there by Rowe. It was a good thought, but she just let her just a little bit. But again, at this point, Carroll's just not even being able to get a shot up. Good hands. So we talked to Coach Anderson at the beginning of the game. He said he wanted to take this quarter minute by minute. And right now these minutes aren't going very well. An easy inbounds play there. Missed the shot, but going to get to the free throw line. Again, they're having a lot of trouble with the inside presence of Naranjo.
Both teams now with 2 early fouls. And so many teams here at this tournament with inexperience. That's not the case with Grant. More experience than about 6 teams in this field. And that may serve them well as the free throw swirls off. The Braves seeking their first regional semifinal since 2017. Coincidentally, the last year that Carroll advanced to the regional tournament. And the lead now at 6. And looked like a high dribble. Did Coach call another timeout?
Yes,
okay. So Scott Anderson calling his third timeout in the first 4 minutes of this game. As his group stares at a 6-point deficit.
Tell you what he's hollering at, he's very upset with his girls not making the pass on down the court, which I agree with, but sometimes you're just going to have to signal that from the sidelines because you can't keep burning these timeouts. But he has a plan in mind, and, like I say, we're 3 minutes, 52 seconds left in the first quarter, and we've already seen timeout, timeout, timeout.
If you're looking to enhance and improve your career, visit mytech24.com. They've got available jobs in Louisville as well as Central Kentucky in equipment repair and maintenance. mytech24.com. So Carroll trying to get into their offense here. They've got a 3-point connection from Hensley and Reagan Matthews with a spinning layup. And Grant on another turnover. Live ball turnovers, just the demise of Carroll.
Yeah, and you see Cummins, both offensively and defensively, is really causing problems.
This time the Panthers break the press as Perkins runs it down. And Hensley with a nice catch underneath the basket.
Just couldn't get it to go. Nice play.
As Russell will funnel it to Ginn.
Carroll's in the zone, going to try to stop that inside and give up the outside.
Now let's see how Grant does in the half court. We know they can score off a turnover as Narano along with that. And she's going to get a third helping.
Not sure what they called there.
They called a travel.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Back to Carroll County.
The good news is travel. The bad news is Carroll County has to take it underneath the basket. That's a better job.
As Perkins comes up the floor, and Grant called for a foul.
Yeah, reach in there by Sarah Russell on that one. You've just got to move your feet. She just reached all the way across the body. You're going to get that call every time.
Maddie Hicks will pitch it in play. And there is Matthews. Different ways to attack the press, and Carroll going to wind it around as they orchestrate this half-court offense. Nice find underneath as Matthews will have a trickle off Narano. Narano just so active underneath.
Yeah, she is. She's got very active hands, and Carroll's trying that old weave, but they just cannot seem to get the ball into an open player. But there's a nice pass.
Matthews collecting it down low and then spills it forward. And an and one for the Braves.
Yeah, Cummins, she's very, very gifted player. That way she took the pressure, took the brunt of the contact, put the ball in the basket, and get at the free throw line. Like I say, she's had a huge game on the defensive and offensive end.
Third team Carroll County foul. And certainly not the start that Coach Anderson and the Panther faithful would have opted to see.
Yeah, their minute by minute is getting worse and worse right now.
There's Matthews. Applying the break at the elbow. Nice block on the closeout by Russell, and Ginn tracks it down.
Good look up the court. Nice
Rowe,
pass.
it sure was. And Rowe underneath, and
she walked. She did. She couldn't get her feet together, and she shuffled them to get set, but a really nice pass there.
You see a look as Narano shuffled. Nice find against the press, and Carroll will attack. And Hensley to the foul line for the first two Panther free throws.
That's what you want to do. If you're playing against a team that press, make them pay for that. Try to pass over, and then get that pass underneath, see if they can not swing back, and that's what they're able to do that time. A great job.
So Hensley to the stripe for two.
72% free throw shooter on the year.
Versatile player. 4 rebounds, has made 46 threes, so doing it at different levels of the floor. as the Panthers trying to stay alive here, at least stay relevant early.
At this point, you just have to, if you're the Panthers, you have to take it possession by possession. You can't make it all up at one time, but try to get some stops here.
Here comes Rowe, and a little sloppy pass too high for Cummins.
And that's what you want there. You want to put pressure on them make the mistake. And now try to get that ball in the middle of the court against this press again.
Matthews appears to be the stabilizer. She
Yes.
brings it across. Baseline jaunt by Hicks. And an and one to follow.
Nice play there. Yeah, I think what you're seeing with Matthews is she takes the ball out, which is a very smart play, and then give it back to her. Let her bring it up the court and let her dish from there. A great job there. And I tell you what, you we're down 15-5, and now you can get this game to 16-10. You're feeling a little bit better for Carroll County.
So Hicks trying to reduce the margin. Hicks with 3. And again, playing some valuable early minutes in the backcourt for Grant. Nice ball movement.
Yeah.
And just like that, Grant tacks on 2 more.
Yeah, if you're going to press like that, you've got to get back because, boy, Grant County is a nice passing team.
There's Strickland up top. Gonna hoist a deep 3.
Tell you what, if you play for a coach that doesn't mind you shooting, that's a big gift, but you've got to get back.
That may be the Panthers' recipe to stay in this game.
Well, and that right there, Grant's had 3 or 4 opportunities for wide open layups. They've just made passes that are too tall, too strong. But you're right. I mean, and Coach talked about it. Coach Anderson said we have to hit threes in order to stay in this game, and right now that's what they're doing.
Panthers maybe well served to hang on to this deep into the final quarter. Hensley. And a held ball, arrow back to Grant.
Yeah, that's what you have to watch. If you're Grant County, it's very easy, Chris, to say just hold the ball, but it's not as easy said as done. You've got to be able to control the ball out there, and right there, jumped up on a double team, got the jump ball, and they're going to get the turnover and possession back to Grant.
Cummins shuffles in the corner again. Narano from the elbow. And the rebound stayed on the rim a little bit, enabling Grant to get the loose ball, and it's up now to Hicks.
30 seconds left. See if they can hold on to it.
Strickland again, this time long, and it'll catapult high. And possession to Grant County.
That was really a good shot, though. She had hit the last one, so I don't blame her for taking that shot. But what Carroll has to do here, if they're going to press, they're going to have to get back and not give up an easy one on the other end.
Again, has great instincts in the backcourt.
She does.
She'll flaunt a 3, and a rebound snared by Hensley of Carroll at 5. Now Matthews. Shot off in time, and it's just a little bit short from Strickland, and that'll conclude quarter number 1 at Gallatin County High School. Grant County by 5, and we'll be back in 60 seconds on Glycod.
Range Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Grant County by 5 as we welcome you back to quarter number 2, and Carroll on a mini flurry, Rick.
Yeah, they did a really good job there towards the end of the quarter. Were able to kind of cut down on their turnovers, get some balls in the basket. And, you know, they didn't win the first quarter, but they're still in the game, and that's what Coach Anderson wanted to see.
It did take and cost, if you will, Carroll 3 timeouts, but they're within 5. And that ball's going to roll all the way down for a violation.
Going to give a over and back there, just was not able to handle it. Hit the Carroll counter player last, and Strickland had to come and touch it.
Nice entry to Narano. It's off, but she'll clean it up underneath and knock it through.
Yeah, we talked about their size, and Ronville right now is really having her way on the inside there for Grant.
Lead back to 7. Matthews with a great split and lays it home.
Great job there. Took a little bit of contact, was able to split it, just like you said, Chris, and put it in the basket for a layup.
She's had 2 crafty field goals and a turnover at this end.
Another turnover, yeah.
You can almost see that timeout coming by Coach.
Yeah, Coach West was not pleased with that. He's had, like I say, we talked about it, 4 or 5 opportunities for wide open layups. They just can't get the passes in there, so they need to slow it down just a little bit. But that was a great play there by Carroll at the last play to get in there for Reagan Matthews to be able to split that double team and go in for the layup. That's give a 20-15 lead for Grant. But again, Carroll County, they're sticking in it, Chris, and I didn't think that was going to be the case.
Well, made 2 threes and Grant with none, so 6-point differential from outside, and that's got to continue, one would suspect, for the Panthers to stay in this game.
They've also got the Panthers have to find an answer, or at least try to double team Naranjo and make someone else beat him, because right now she's pretty much having her way in there.
Here's where the issue begins, really, for Carroll.
Yep, every out of bounds deep underneath, they have trouble.
And Grant going to basically guard 5 against 4 as they'll leave the inbound area vacant.
I think if you're Carroll, you really need to do some cross picks to get that ball in bounds and then get away from her. Let her take the ball up by herself.
Now Matthews, the senior, brings it across, and Grant with their 6th team foul.
Yeah, Matthews did a good job there. She has to watch, though, that behind the back almost got stolen that time. But like you said, Chris, 16 foul. They're going to be at the line here soon, and that's another way. Score some points with the clock stopped. Another way to get back in the game.
Dakota Rowe, a senior starter, in for the Braves as 8th grader Olivia again will check out. As Hensley in attack mode. And gobbled away, secured now by Narano as Narano chisels to the basket and lays it in.
Good job there. She's really having a field day today. Both defensively was able to bring it all the way down the court herself and lay it in the basket.
Now Hicks on the handoff right in front of that bench. That's trouble waiting to happen, and I think Carroll may have caught a break there.
Yeah, I think they called a foul there. Push.
That won't make Sean West happy, occurring right in front of the Grant bench, and 1-and-1 looming for the Panthers as we take another glimpse.
I think the frustrating thing is they had the trap, and then Naranjo came over and she got called for the push right there. So really kind of frustrated there because you had it where you wanted it.
Strickland for a front end. We saw this last night in the game with Owen County. They played 5 players for literally 99% of the game. They had a sub in for about 30 seconds at the end of the 2nd and 4th, and Carroll may prescribe to that same theory tonight.
Yeah, at this point, if your girls have the win to do it, you might as well, because they're staying right in this game. If you bring someone in, it might kind of change the chemistry.
They've got a couple players, Elle Spencer and Katie McAllister, that do play some off the Panther bench, but thus far have not entered. There's a baseline jumper off. And Carroll trying to make it a one-trip game here with a field goal. A heaved 3 that's going to spill out from McAllister. And running and leaking out are the Braves, and they'll flip it back in play.
That time they were able to get it back in, but another play where they had.
Scroggins kicks it out. That three well off the mark. And the rebound vacuumed in by Carroll County. That's McAllister knocking it through.
Great pass there. Good job by Strickland. Look up the court and make the pass.
And the Panthers within 3. Skip pass and a closeout block. I believe they're going to cite Hensley.
That was very close, very close.
Hensley just a beat late on that closeout, it appeared.
Yeah, she's, like you said, she almost had that clean block, but called it.
Just the preceding sequence leading up as we bring you back for 2 free throws. That's Caroline Barnes.
Team shoots 65% on the year, so not terribly bad. A lot of teams would like to have that, but there are some that are better.
Arrow this time going to stay with Grant County as we've got a held ball.
Yeah, on the missed free throw, Carroll County wasn't able to bring it in. And Grant has had some easy looks on these underneath out of bounds plays.
That ball flipped all the way. Of course, you can come back the hill as the Braves will start the offense from a little deeper. There's a 3 up top, and it spins in for Scroggins.
Yeah, that one spins in is the right term. It hung on that front rim and just bounced back in the basket.
And the lead, it grows back to 9. And Matthews moving to the foul line.
Matthews is doing a really good job. She's flashing that middle. When she gets it, Grant County's defense is just not there, so she was able to take it all the way to the basket. I know she's frustrated. She should have had an and 1 there, but she's going to get 2 free throws.
Panthers 3 out of 3 thus far. Excuse me, 3 out of 4 from the foul line. Check that, 3 out of 5 as Matthews along with that one.
Throws that head back in frustration. A 57% free throw shooter on the year.
Coach Anderson's had a solid plan coming into this one. And the lead back to 6.
Nice pass.
Well done. And Barnes with 3 points now off the bench.
And that's what Scroggins with a great pass. That's what you need to do. Bounce pass instead of that overhead pass that's been long. Great defense again.
It's Cummins that got a piece of that. Step back 3. Perkins put it in. Oh, my. Excuse me, that's Strickland.
She's going to have a chance for a 4-point play. She did. She took a big hit as that ball was going in the basket. Great job there.
Courtney Strickland with her second connection from 3. And the lead now at 5.
Get a chance for the rare 4-point play.
That's like the double eagle in golf.
Yes, that's right. She had no hesitation on that shot.
Oh, my. 4-point Braves advantage. Been a lot of action here in this tight first half.
It has. I tell you what, if the game started, when Grant County got up 15-5, I was afraid this game may be over with, but Carroll County said not so fast.
Barnes on the drive. And the Panthers dig out the rebound. Right wing 3, just a tad long, but followed up by Hensley before it's poked back at her.
Yeah, and they're on home with a good defense there.
Braves can't connect. Nerano underneath, and just too much size. She'll strut the stripe for 2 free throws.
Yeah, they had her out for just a little bit, and I think she's one that's just going to have to keep on playing because she is making all the difference. She's able to get rebounds, able to put the ball back in the basket. Now she's got to go to the free throw line and hit some more free throws.
5th team foul on Carroll.
Grace Perkins back in. Nice touch on those 2 free throws.
5-point lead after 1. It's now 6 midway through this second quarter. Matthews well off the mark from inside the lane. It will belong to Carroll County.
Yeah, that one, I think she got a little more open than she thought she was going to be.
Hensley dumps it down low. There's the return to Hensley, and she'll flip it forward and lose the handle. Mishandled by Scroggins underneath as the Braves turn it right back over.
Yeah, Grant just could not get hold of that ball. They lost it about 3 different times and finally bounced out of bounds.
Inbound pass and off from Matthews. That was a nice, clever inbound pass.
It was. They had a good plan. It just wouldn't go in the basket.
Scroggins parading baseline before she's cut off.
Run a 1-4. Gets the zone. Oh.
Foul underneath. That's 2 free throws.
Well, they called that one on Nerano. That's her second foul also. That was a lot of body in there. She's frustrated, but smart play.
So Carroll, well, no free throws apparently, as they'll get another look at that play by Nerano.
A lot of body underneath.
Well, that's leading up to the sequence. As the Panthers now in the open court. Hensley long, followed her shot though and scooped it up, and this time there'll be 2 free throws after the Grant personal.
That's her third. I'll tell you what, that's 2 straight 3-pointers that Hensley shot that she got her own rebound, but 3 fouls on Nerano. A big turn there. Surprised they didn't get her after the second one, but that time she came up and got her third.
Hensley trying to capitalize as Nerano will be subbed out. Sarah Russell, the 5'9" junior, back in. And Carroll going to bring on Kate McAllister, the senior, is back in. Hensley now reduces it to a 5-point Grant County advantage. Scroggins, nice diagonal look to Cummins.
It's a good job not forcing that. Like he says, a nice pass, but she didn't have the shot there.
And a foul from behind. It'd be Carroll's 6th team foul.
I think if you told Coach Anderson that you could be at this point in this game and Nerano have 3 fouls, he would take that all day long.
Especially after the sloppy start. Sarah Rowe for a long jumper, and she's got it.
Yeah, in the corner, nice left-handed shot there.
In the half court as Hensley will nudge it to Matthews. Hicks hoists. Or was that a pass? And it's off and gobbled up by Emily Wilcoxon of the Braves. It just checked in.
It was definitely a shot, but it could have worked out.
That's a nice find there.
Good play underneath there. That's what they need to do. They need to get Cummins back in this game. She had a really good first quarter, and now they're back up to a 10-point lead.
Just over 2 minutes left in this first half. Grant has led throughout. There's Matthews and some length as Cummins found parading up the middle of the floor in the 7th team foul.
Probably a pretty good foul there. Put her on the free throw line for a 1 of the bonus as opposed to going in for a wide open layup because she had a full head of steam and she was going to be ahead of everyone.
Cummins 46 made threes on the season, the Grant County statistical leader.
75% free throw shooter. You can tell why she's just watching the rotation of the ball. She shoots a very nice shot.
Solid player, only a sophomore. As the Braves will likely build around her in the next couple of seasons. And the lead at 12. As Carroll will go to their bench, bringing back Grace Perkins.
Tell you what, girls basketball in the state of Kentucky is in good hands because there's a lot of young players. I'm talking 7th and 8th graders who are making an impact already.
We have seen a lot of them this winter. And a nice overplay and steal by Rowe. And Grant back to the foul line as Carroll County struggling late in this half.
Yeah, boy, they had it where they wanted it, but all of a sudden, Grant, when Norano got her third foul, I thought that would be a difference for Carroll County, but it hasn't been. Grant County's been able to push this lead out.
Caroline Barnes for a 1-and-1, the 8th team Carroll County foul. And the rebound snatched by Maddie Hicks. Off from Strickland. And Carroll back to the foul line as the steal occupied by Grace Perkins, and then she's fouled.
She's going to go for 2. Yeah, that was a good shot there. It just didn't go in. We've seen Strickland hit that shot. Just we didn't go at that time, but didn't give up on defense and got that ball back.
Game 2 tonight has North Oldham and Anderson County. That will tip 20 minutes after completion of our first game. And then the 2 winners will join South Oldham and Simon Kenton on Friday night in the semifinals. And the rebound chased down by Jada Cummins as Grant County leads by 11 late in quarter 2.
Yeah, Carroll County really needs to get some stops here, or this game's going to get much more difficult in the second half.
Entry into the lane, and the Panthers swing in the rebound. That was Hensley. Strickland angling right through contact, hoists it short. And the rebound brought down by Wilcoxon as we enter the 42nd mark of this second quarter.
They're getting that ball very easily inside. Just can't hit the shot right now.
Hicks heaves, gets the long rebound, and tried to thread the needle to Perkins and out of bounds.
It's a good thought, but Perkins didn't know it was coming. But I tell you what, Carroll County, they've had a lot of luck with those long rebounds, but you got to make Grant County pay if you're going to get those rebounds and not turn it over. Hold this one for the last shot with 5 seconds.
Corner 3, and it's going to fall. And Grant County, Rick, perhaps the dagger on a huge 3 late in the half.
Yeah, that's one to keep an eye on. Gives you a 14-point lead. Could break the will right there of Carroll County.
We'll see the Braves set things up here in the half court. And the 3, that was Cummins on the big 3. And a 14-point Brave lead. We'll be right back after this on Glycod.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
If your car's been damaged, regardless of make or model, visit the experts at Roy's Body Shop. Roy's is locally owned and operated with free towing and lifetime warranty on all collision repairs. Plus, they provide deductible savings for every insurance claim. Open weekdays 9 to 5 at 2604 Highway 146 in LaGrange. Give them a call at 502-222-0948 or online at roysbodyshop.com. Roy's Body Shop. Collision repair for the people. Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by LaGrange Service Center, a family-owned car repair shop that also offers 24/7 towing and roadside assistance. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, celebrating their 58th year in business.
Chris LeBar, Rick Reams, and Don Mueller patrolling the sidelines as we welcome you back halftime and a 14-point Grant County lead. Just too much size and too many Carroll County turnovers.
Yeah, Carroll County, you knew it was going to come back and bite them, and it finally did. They had a rough run there. They got down 15-5, but they kind of turned the tide there, able to hit some three-point shots, got a 4-point play. But then towards the end of the half, they just couldn't stop the runs and the hits that Grant County threw at them, and a nice three-point play there to end the half to give them this 14-point lead. And as I said, that may be the dagger that breaks the back, because I'm not sure Carroll County has the offensive power to come back from this.
Yeah, Jada Cummins, a big three in the corner late in the quarter, and the Braves really at the ends of both periods growing this lead out.
And that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to keep on putting the pressure, which is what they're doing. But if you're playing against a team, an upstart team, the underdog, that's what you want to do. You want to keep this lead going bigger and bigger and bigger, and by that you're breaking the will of that underdog team.
You look at this Grant County team, and Narano, 3 fouls, and yet they're still able to succeed. And you think maybe they're one spurt away from really putting Carroll away.
And I think that's what Coach is going to tell them at halftime. Let's come out in this third quarter and let's put this game out of reach. You get Narano back in there. You have Cummins who can do a lot of damage, and I think that's what you want to do. You want to put this game away immediately, get this up to a 20-point lead, and then coast in the rest of the way.
Game 2 tonight will feature North Oldham versus Anderson County. Let's take a little bit of a deeper dive into this North Oldham Mustang team, coached by Mac McIntosh. And they built around this year. They had Riley Neal, that great player, their all-time leading scorer now at Miami of Ohio last year. Now they're building around Liz Boyd, averaging a double-double, Rick.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point in the season, it seems like every team at least has that one player, and that's the player you look to take you to the next level. If you've always, you've responded, you've relied in the past on other players, and this year it's your turn. It's Liz Boyd's time, and she's really coming through for them.
Gracie Sipes connections on 56 made threes. And then Anderson, they're the gold standard in this 8th region. They have been for many years, seeking their 4th straight trip to the Sweet 16. And Lainey Johnson lights out as a sophomore.
You know, we're talking about the young players in the state of Kentucky, and she's another one. Lights out. I mean, 22.5 points a game, 7.8 rebounds as a sophomore. I mean, come on, are you kidding me? These girls come in here, these big lights are nothing to them. They're ready to play these games. And in Anderson County, it's who's going to come up next, and she's the answer.
Laney has made 85 threes on the season already, and this is year 2, over 1,000 career points. However, Anderson has shown some vulnerability this season, perhaps more so than in recent years. They've lost 6 games, including a loss to Spencer County.
Yeah, and that's one of those things. If you're North Oldham, that's what you go upon, that this team is not unbeatable. They have lost to Spencer County, that, you know, you can win this game. But it's interesting when you say they're down a little bit, they've lost 6 games. There's a lot of coaches out there that could coach a long time, losing just 6 games in a year.
Bearcats coached so well by Clay Birdwhistle. So much respect that direction. 9 years, winners of 79% of his games. He's been this region's Coach of the Year 6 occasions. So Anderson County, the clear favorite. But you get the sense that North Oldham, they are getting better at the right time. And despite the record, they are 17-14. You get the sense they may hang around.
And again, that's the reason they play these games. I was talking to Don before the game. That's why you don't look at just the record. These games are the difference makers, and also the one thing you have to look at, both these teams, again, are playing on a neutral court, something they're not used to doing. One team may end up shooting better than the other team, whereas they may not on the Anderson County's home court. So Anderson County better come in here ready to play, or North Oldham may just pull the shocker.
14-point lead here. Grant over Carroll in quarterfinal number 3, and the second half comes back after this on Glycod.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900, or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. We'll take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall, grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wooden one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
If your car's been damaged, regardless of make or model, visit the experts at Roy's Body Shop. Roy's is locally owned and operated with free towing and lifetime warranty on all collision repairs. Plus, they provide deductible savings for every insurance claim. Open weekdays 9 to 5 at 2604 Highway 146 in LaGrange. Give them a call at 502-222-0948 or online at roysbodyshop.com. Roy's Body Shop. Collision repair for the people.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
22 points for Grant County in quarter two, and they lead Carroll 40-26 as we get set for the second half. Braves 18-10, seeking their first regional semifinal berth since 2017.
Yeah, in Carroll County, their first time here in 6 years, and even Coach Anderson said this is all just icing on the top of the cake right now. They want to win this game, but they know they've done some things this year that other teams have not done, and hopefully they can build on that.
So Panther basketball again burning through 3 early timeouts in the first quarter, and that kept them at least within a pulse, and they've been in about a 4-point deficit as close as they've been. There's a 3 up top, going to be steered short, and the rebound gobbled up by Jada Cummins. Nice entry, and that's the key, getting Arano involved.
Yeah, and with that's the pass they were able to make at the end of the second quarter. They just weren't able, Grant County wasn't able to put it in the basket, and Arano, she'll put it in the basket for you.
And Arano with those 3 early fouls, now unofficially with 9 points.
Carroll cannot have many empty possessions.
In attack mode, that is Matthews, and a strong take for the basket.
That's what you want to do, getting around her. See if she's going to foul you to get her 4th foul, and if not, you're going to have an easy time getting to the basket, and that's what she did.
Scroggins applies the break. Now Rowe steers one in.
Nice left-handed shot there.
The second made 3 by Dakota Rowe. Grant now with 4 connections from distance.
She's a 12% three-point shooter on the year, but tonight's a different night.
Didn't look like a 12% on that one. And a nice and one response by Matthews.
Good job, Matthews, there, getting it to the basket, able to absorb that contact, put the ball in the basket after the foul on Scroggins.
She's a nice player as a senior and really clearly taking much weight on her shoulders.
Yeah, these seniors, you have to give a lot of credit to them. They could have just said, we got a new coach, we don't care. But these girls have come in, worked hard, coach talked about it, and he's really, really proud of these girls.
6:30 now in this third. And Scroggins inside the arc. Russell, 8-footer, everything but she'll follow and put it in.
That's one of those where you hate it on the stat sheet because you miss the shot, but you get an offensive rebound, you get the points and the free throw. So overall, a good possession for her.
Fourth team foul, rather the first team foul, but the 4th on Matthews.
Yeah, something they're going to have to watch. Going to have to take her out for right now, and she's a big, big difference maker for this Carroll team. So the 2 bigs, Dorano with Grant County with 3, and then Matthews with 4.
Just over 6 in this third as the lead at 17. And a foul up top.
Yeah, moving pick there. Just didn't get her feet set, and on that's a very easy call for the referee. This is, if it hasn't been danger zone before, it's danger zone now. We talked about it. If Grant can get this out to about 20, I think there's not much way Carroll's going to be able to mount an offense to come back.
Nice pass underneath and a moving screen. Or check that, 3 seconds.
No, he called actually a hold on her. It was on number 3, I think is what he called.
Oh, I see.
So,
okay.
Yeah. But it was a good call because she did hold, but, boy, that was a nice back cut to get her open. But you could see how she got her open. She was holding her, so.
There's a push apparently from Russell. And a foul this in.
A lot of reaching. If Grant County, you just want to move your feet right now. Don't reach. Don't give Carroll a chance to get the ball and also get to the free throw line sooner this quarter.
Carroll trying to scribe an inbound play. That one's going to bounce around a little bit. And here comes Russell weaving her way.
Nice look inside.
Cummins long, Narano for 2.
She's really, really good in the paint. She's able to use her body. We're going to get a timeout. There's no chance there. I mean, you had to call that timeout, a 19-point deficit.
Be right back on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Panthers with 1 timeout remaining as we welcome you back. 50-31 Grant County now matching their longest lead at 19 points. And they have led throughout as Carroll been up against it from the start.
They have. Their girls, let's give their girls credit, though. They have really played hard, and they're out there. And, you know, Coach Anderson talked in the interview with me about having fun. And I was just watching that timeout. The girls are over there. They're kind of slapping each other, laughing with each other. I mean, they are down 19 points, but they are having fun, and that's what it matters here. They weren't expected to come in here and win this game. They've given a good effort, and now they're not going to give up, though. They're going to keep on playing.
Trying to get some positive building blocks in this third quarter. And a foul underneath. This game being called very tightly.
Yeah. Cummins that time, she just was not able to beat her to the spot, and they called that foul. So I think there's a little bit talking going on there, so the referees are going to step in. A wise move there. Just get everyone kind of settled down and on the same page. Of course, those two are going to be guarding each other again, so we'll see if it stays quiet or picks back up.
Hensley veering right. A nice double team, and apparently Russell touched it last.
Yeah, good double team. Russell came over, and Narano was there, and they made it difficult, but she did. She touched that ball last.
Kicks to inbound underneath. Well short from Hicks, chased down in the corner. Boy, that was a fast ball in tight spaces as Grant secures the rebound.
Yeah, Russell doing a nice job on the boards. She handles the ball very well.
Rowe pitches it up and draws a foul.
Yeah, right now, I think Carroll may be getting a little bit tired. You can tell their shots are a little bit short. They're not quite getting as much on them, and the rebounds are not quite as easy for them. So this is where not having a deep bench is really hurting them. And we heard about Grant, Coach West talking about they can go 10 or 11 deep.
So Rowe for 2 free throws.
Her stats, the way she shoots, seem a little bit off because she's just a 66% free throw shooter. We talked about her being over a 12% three-point shooter, but boy, tonight she's got a nice stroke.
Yeah, she's had some luck outside the three-point line tonight. As Carroll
had no choice. They have to bring Matthews back in with those 4 fouls. Or, again, this game's going to get way out of hand, but you got to tell her she's got to be very careful.
And Rowe adds one to the tally with 4:30 in this third quarter. Strickland trying to parade underneath, and she is bumped. Or did she step on the baseline?
Stepped on the baseline. That was a great job by Cummins. What you do is if she wants to go that deep, let her go and use the out-of-bounds line as your defender, and that's what she did, and she stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Take Matthews back out. Interesting to know the thinking on that one. Usually you see it the opposite, offense for defense, but
there is Russell. And a bump and foul on Hensley.
yeah, it's one of those, again, very common foul there. You reach across the body and you slap the ball, but you also get the hand that's going to be called.
Nice find in Norano for 2 more.
She does such a good job of getting body position in there. They get that ball into her, and she's able to turn with that easy left-handed shot, having a great night.
And Carroll on another dry trip. Panthers with 5 points in this quarter. And Grant on again rebound, starting to really open this up.
Yeah, this was the part of the game where we said Grant's doing exactly what you want him to do. Coach, I'm sure, told him the first 4 minutes of this quarter is the huge thing, and they've got this lead all the way up to 25.
As Hicks will handle. Come on, let him play. Got another foul. 15 foul.
A lot of fouls like that. If there's no advantage one way or the other, I think you can just let that one go. A lot of body there.
Find underneath and a strong rebound by Norano. And there is Norano in the open floor, and she'll put it in.
Yeah, Russell again. She handles that ball very well. A nice pass to Norano for an easy basket.
So Russell with a strong rebound. Now Strickland will hoist one and rain it in.
Yeah, she hit some of those in the first half. You can hear Coach West Grant screaming, stay down. He doesn't want him to jump on those shots, but Norano on the other end, she's having a field day this half.
Again, 3 fouls in the first half. She's been a difference maker in quarter 3. And the lead at 26. Grant County's had much more intensity in this half.
They have. I mean, it's one of those things. I'm sure Coach West talked about it, the fact, and I don't think I'm saying anything that anyone doesn't say, but he's saying, girls, this team, Carroll, does not deserve to be out here as close as they are with us. And so we need to increase that intensity, get some more turnovers, and get the ball in the basket. And that's what they've done.
Pull-up jumper. That's going to be off from Scroggins. And chased down in the corner. Boy, that did everything but go in for Olivia again. And the follow dances home for Russell.
Yeah, and what Grant's doing now is they're starting to pull some of their big players to try to get some rest, which is a smart thing to do for Grant.
Again, the winner will meet winner of Game 2 between North Oldham and Anderson, and Grant foul up top, 6-team foul.
Yeah, so they pulled Naranjo and Cummins are both out. Be interesting to see if they come back in this game. At this point, I don't think there's much need to. Just get them some rest and get ready for Friday.
Carroll trying to seize the inbound opportunity, and they do.
Matthews there. She's had a great game. She just, with those 4 fouls, has to be careful. Nice look. Very nice pass. Scroggins.
Strickland. And 3-second call. And it's a layup line.
Yeah, Grant's going to have to, Carroll's going to have to pull off that press. They just can't stay with it. And Carroll is very, very tired right now.
Just over a minute in this third as Grant County in control.
Nice pass there. Just can't put it in. When your legs go, even the easy shots are hard.
Scroggins Around again up top. And a travel.
Yeah, she shifted those feet, shuffled those feet before she made that pass. Coach West still coaching. He's yelling and hollering at his girls to do not give up the back door. Something you could tell they worked on.
Matthews inside the lane. Nice pass. And Matthews able to get the rebound.
Russell has very active hands. She does a really good job of knocking that ball out of bounds. Nice look.
It sure was. And Matthews with a great pass for the basket.
Good look there. Spencer on the board, but then again, a layup at the other end. Very quickly down the court.
As Carroll will have the final possession of this quarter. And that one heaved from the foul line, and that'll take us to the end of the third. Grant County in control, leading by 30. We'll be right back on Glycod.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Grant County by 30 as we welcome you back. Braves with 28 more points in that third quarter.
Yeah, they really put the pedal to the metal, and they just rip and ran the entire quarter. Got some easy baskets early on, and then just Carroll County kept on pressing and could not keep the layup line from going, as you said.
This game on the verge of a running clock should it reach 36 points. As Carroll playing their final game of the season. And Sarah Russell out with it for Grant. What's going on now?
They gave a bench warning.
Oh, okay.
At this point, I'm not sure. Even Coach Anderson is clapping. I guess maybe that's what he wanted. I don't know.
As the Braves on their way to win 19 of the season. We went back as far as we could go on the KHSAA site, and the Braves don't have a 20-win campaign in that database. So it's been a while since Grant have reached that milestone. And a Brave foul that'll place Carroll at the line for 1-1. Coming up at the conclusion of this game, we'll have the most outstanding players presented by Crestwood State Farm agent Leslie Gilly. Our Don Mueller will chat with a winning coach and player.
Nice touch there by Strickland.
This Grant offense again on the season, 53 points, so well above that tonight.
They've gotten a lot of easy shots. There's a turnover by Ginn. Oh.
Hope that young lady's okay there. She tumbled to the deck.
She got tripped. She's still down. We'll have to get the trainer out there.
Take a look there. We'll step aside here. 68-40 lead, and well, keep it here. Good for her.
Back up.
That was Courtney Strickland that got tangled up a bit.
Yeah, she got a couple extra breaths on, on the ground there. But yeah, I think she got tripped on that one. And Coach Anderson was a little bit frustrated, but he'd already gotten a bench warning. So at this point, juncture, probably no need to get that.
On second thought, he might want to get a couple of quick technicals.
Yeah, go home early, right? It's always interesting how a coach wants to handle this.
Matthews inside the lane.
Good rebound there.
Sure was. Continuing to give great effort.
Grace Perkins, another one of the seniors on this team. They're not, they are down 28 points, but they're not going to give up. They're going to keep on playing, keep on, as Coach said, having fun. I'm not sure it's not a whole lot of fun when you're getting beaten this badly, but you just don't quit. Barnes is coming back in for Grant.
As the Braves plus 27, led by 5 after 1 and by 14 at half. This second half has been all Grant County. Corner three, that's going to fall.
Nice touch on that. That was a deep corner three.
Nice. That was Addison Van Holten with the three.
Nice block there on the other end. Strickland coming in. Just wouldn't go in.
As again, nice find, and Van Holten with 5 quick ones.
You talked about again, she's a really nice player, a good floor general out there.
She's a spark plug.
At a young age, absolutely.
Under 6 to play. That one's off the mark. And Grant trying to continue to attack. Caroline Barnes for 2 more.
$75 points for Grant tonight.
That's a bunch.
Yes, it is. Especially for a team, like you said, that averages 53.2 points a game.
And
got to reach in.
Grant foul.
Grant's going to have a whole new 5 come in, which is great. I'm always say this, but these girls, they work hard every day in practice. I'm so glad they get into a regional game.
This is a season high in points for the Braves. Had 71 in early December against West Jessamine as the Braves bring on 5 new ones.
I would say it's probably not going to be a real long time until Carroll County does the same thing, get some of his younger girls in. Tried to make the save and threw it the other way and looked at someone in the crowd with a terrified look on her face. I think she thought she was going to jump into him.
Foul underneath. Be the 10th team foul.
Matthews will go back to the free throw line. She spent a lot of time there tonight.
Doubleheader tomorrow night at Henry County, 8th Region Boys Quarters. North Oldham and Grant, followed by Owen and Woodford on the year starting at 6. It's Alexis Day that handled momentarily, number 13. Now Cecilia Gay has it. So a lot of these younger Braves getting opportunities.
That's why you always have to be ready in these games, because you may think you're not going to get in, but these girls are getting in. The thing I love about it is Grant County's bench, every time these girls are shooting, they're up in the air. They want them to make some baskets here.
Matthews, a strong drive. And Skylar Menifee with the Grant rebound.
Passing around the perimeter, doing a good job, not forcing anything.
And Matthews. Carroll, their tank is empty, and they played so hard tonight.
Yeah, their legs are just not there. And, boy, you got to give them a bunch of credit. They did. They had a great first half, but just could not keep that intensity.
Another steal as the Panthers, as Maddie Hicks.
Coach West is calling out the plays for his girls. He's still up and coaching. He's not sitting down. He's not done yet.
Well, this is the future of his program, if you will. So many of these younger kids. There's a 3. Oh, my, that's a little bit long. We dance under 3 minutes in this fourth. North Oldham, Anderson County, 20 minutes after this one. We'll chat with Sean West, also the most outstanding player of this game, and then we'll transition to game 2. That was Day that was off the mark.
Nice drive to the basket, just didn't get it to fall. Yeah, Coach Anderson has his players got their warm-ups off, so looks like he'll be putting them in here in just a minute. And here they come. Wholesale substitutions.
Let's see if we can. Kelby Maiden, a sophomore, is in. Jocelyn Ham as Strickland and Matthews. Also Hensley check out. Matthews will momentarily.
Yeah, Coach is hugging all his seniors, and they're hugging over there. This close team.
Mallory Noble is in.
As you said, this is the future of what's coming for these two teams.
Strong drive. It was a Hemi Dickerson for Carroll that got the rebound.
Nice shot there.
Oh, my, that great rotation just didn't fall in. And we got a whistle with 1:48 left.
You got Matthews is still out there. She got her 5th foul. She's trying to get out of the game, and she comes over now and gives high fives to all her coaches. And Coach Anderson's going to take his time. He said, I've got time. I'm going to take my time. Yeah, he's going to send her in. A game like this will pay dividends for Grant County in a couple of different ways. They played close for the first half, and in the third quarter were able to really put the game out of hand. Should have been her 5th foul, but they say not. So, but then you got to rest your players also and get a lot of players in. So whoever you place on Friday night, you should be rested. Nice free throws there.
Cecilia Gay knocking 2 in, and the lead and an even 30. Nice pass underneath,
nice
and it was a good idea by Alexis Day.
Yep, nice thought. She just wasn't able to get it all the way across and get it completed, but she comes back and gets the steal.
As Day circles in, and rough tard and 2 free throws looming.
Yeah, so didn't quite get the pass, had the turnover, and then forced a turnover and take it into the basket to get 2 free throws.
Rebound chase down in the corner. Oh. That was Cecilia Gay that ran that down.
Stepped out of bounds to get the turnover.
And the clock now winding under a minute. And congratulations to Grant County. They'll move on. And another whistle.
13th region referees are going to get their money's worth tonight. Good thing it gets some more players to the free throw line. Try to get some points.
Some opportunities to score.
Nice.
After 2 very close games last night, 2 settled by a total of 6 points. Game 1 tonight in lopsided fashion.
And if you looked at the records, that's not surprising.
Now Carroll, the lone sub-500 team in this field, as that rattles out. And the followeth falleth.
Nice job.
I'd like to see Carroll put 2 more on the board with 17 seconds left.
Grant's just going to pull it out in this game.
Final score, 80-48 is Grant County's Sean West and Carroll County's Scott Anderson will shake hands at the scores table. Grant moving on. We'll be right back on Glycom.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a special $99 HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We are fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
Broken, outdated electronics harm the environment when disposed with regular trash. That's why Oldham County Solid Waste is sponsoring an electronics collection event on Saturday, April 15th, 2023 from 9 a.m. to noon at Oldham County High School student parking lot. It's the perfect time to properly dispose of tube and projection style televisions, computers, smartphones, or other gadgets that you may no longer need. No restrictions on devices, every bit helps. A message from Oldham County Solid Waste.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. We'll take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, an inexpensive wooden one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Watts Home Center. Whether it's building, restoring, or improving your home, visit the experts at Watts, 2350 Commerce Parkway in LaGrange. Watts Home Center, design that feels like home.
Grant County moving on, 80-48 over Carroll County. Kudos to the Braves, really controlled the entire game.
Yeah, even when the Carroll County made a comeback, like you said, Grant was really in control the whole time. They were the ones that were making the deciding factors of how that game was going to go. We talked about it at halftime. Could they come out and really put it away in the third quarter? And that's what they did.
Reagan Matthews and Emily Narano, tonight's most outstanding players, presented by Leslie Gilly, your friendly State Farm insurance agent in Crestwood. Reagan Matthews in her senior season. Rick, what a way to go out. Played very well tonight.
She did. She left it all out there on the court, literally and figuratively. She really left it out there, played a hard game, had some foul trouble, but boy, did a nice job.
Emily Narano and Coach Sean West will join our Don Mueller next when we come back on Glycod.com.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. We'll take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, an inexpensive wooden one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net. For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
This is Don Mueller with Glycod Media, and I'm sitting here with Sean West, the head basketball coach of the Grant County Lady Braves girls basketball team. Coach, I should say victorious in a very impressive 80-48 win tonight over Carroll County.
Thank you, Don. We were hoping that would be the case coming out and getting a good game under our belt heading into the regional play. So the end result was positive for us. I'll say that.
Coach, we were talking before we went on air here, and I thought it looked like when you threw that press in the first quarter, it did force some turnovers. I know you weren't completely happy with it, but I counted about 6 turnovers Carroll County you forced them into early in the ball game. It kind of swung the momentum in your favor, and then from that point on, you just kept building on that lead. You had 26 points in the third quarter. That's a big quarter.
That was something going forward that we wanted to do. We wanted to dictate tempo. We wanted to dictate on both ends of the floor, offensively, defensively. We threw some 1-2-2 at them. We threw some full court man at them. We ended up inevitably backing off that a little bit and went to what our go-to, what I think is, which is really solid, which is our half-court man. And that's something we take pride in and we work on really daily. But we wanted to try to pick up the tempo and force them into handling some pressure throughout the game.
Yeah, before the game we talked and you mentioned your defense and how much emphasis you put on that in practice. And I thought it was very obvious tonight. You guys really play the man-to-man, tough, hard-nosed defense. You got to be very proud of your basketball team.
Absolutely. Like I said early on about our depth, that's one thing that I really push the girls to do on a daily basis is push one another to make each other better, and hopefully for scenarios like this when we're in postseason play, hopefully that's going to benefit us in the long run.
Well, Coach, we're going to move on and interview your star of the game player here, okay? And I just want to congratulate you again. Thank you for your time, and good luck the rest of the way.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for your coverage. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, Emily. Have a seat, young lady.
Good to see you, too.
Congratulations on an outstanding ball game.
Thank you.
I do not have the stats in front of me, but you had quite a few points tonight.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
Tell me how do you feel about the game, and what do you think? Tell us.
I feel like we played well defensively. We definitely did what we were planning on doing. We shut them down and tried to control the tempo. So Good.
I thought Coach West really, y'all guys really executed his game plan, I think.
Yes,
and I'm sure that comes through very hard practice.
Yes.
Tell us what practice is like with Coach West.
We do a lot of shooting drills. We do a lot of shell drill to go over our sets and stuff and get used to the defense with it. We work on a lot of transition. Our primary, secondary is what we call it. So that's a lot of what we do.
Now, on the offense, you're an aggressive player inside. You like to get that ball and go, don't you?
Yes, I do.
I saw you knock a couple of the ladies down inside. But that's okay. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
You did a really, really, really impressive job. Let me ask you, you move on now to the next game, the winner of this next ball game we have coming up here between North and Oldham and Anderson County. Have you played either one of those teams this year?
Yeah, we've actually played both. We played and beat North Oldham, and then played Anderson to 5. So.
Okay. All right. Before I let you go, I got one question I always like to ask my star of the player. Okay. Do you have any pre-game rituals that you go through? You know, a lot of players like to listen to their playlist. You wouldn't believe some of the things I've heard. You know, taking naps, eating bananas. You know, what do you have a pre-game ritual?
Yeah, actually, I usually take a nap before I take a game, or I play a game, and then on the way down, I drink one Gatorade, usually white cherry.
What flavor?
White cherry.
White cherry Gatorade.
Yeah,
all right.
And then I'll listen to music. That's about it.
That is awesome. Well, Emily, congratulations.
Thank you.
And good luck the rest of the way, young lady.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Emily, our star of the game from Grant County. Back to you guys.
Range Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. It will take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, an inexpensive wooden one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Chris Labar, Don Mueller, Rick Reams welcome you back to Gallatin County High School. We'll transition to Game 2 between North Oldham and the Anderson County Bearcats. North Oldham on the season 17-14, and they represent District 29 off of a loss versus South Oldham on Friday, their second consecutive regional tournament, and some positive momentum, Don, for this Mustang program.
Yes, it is. Talking to the coach, he said this is the first time they've been in this situation, and he's really looking forward to it. They got a big challenge ahead of them, taking the most polls have Anderson County winning the favorite to win this 8th region. So he said, he said, Coach, in the end, he said, we got to play them either now or we're going to play them later. So let's play them now.
Well, they played them the first game of the season. We'll get into that as this broadcast continues, losing by 10 points very early in the season. And Anderson, Don, I mean, they're the gold standard, unquestionably, in the 8th region, 25-6, trying to get back to Rupp for the 4th straight season.
They have been for a long time. Anderson has always had good ball clubs always put a good team on the floor. I tell you what, when I was in the coaching at South, that was probably the toughest trip to take was to Anderson County. Because they just very good, well-coached, hard-nosed, talented basketball players from that area.
Bearcats sophomore Laney Johnson just having a fantastic season by all accounts amongst the state leaders, not only the 8th region leaders, but the state leaders in so many categories, 23 points, and she's made 85 threes already.
Yeah, that's talking to Coach Birdwhistle, it was interesting how he said, she's averaging 23. I think he said the 3rd highest in the state, and obviously the leader in the 8th region. But what's remarkable, she's shooting 38% from the three-point line. And I think she's just, she's a sophomore, 6-foot sophomore. She's dynamite.
Jenna Satterley, a great compliment in her junior season. Jenna has really improved her game each season, got some playing time as an 8th grader last year as a sophomore, and she's really grown and now up to double figures as well.
Yeah, she comes in, she's a 5'8 junior. She's shooting 32% from the three, which is any coach would be happy with, averaging a little over 13 points a ball game. So, yeah, she complements Johnson real well.
North Oldham, we told you about their success. Liz Boyd, a double average. And then Gracie Sipes, boy, she can be hot. We did a game earlier this year. She had 26 versus South Oldham, and she's made 56 triples.
Yeah, she's 5'9" senior, averaging just under 10 points a game. It goes to, shooting is, streaks sometimes can be shooting and streaky, and so I think she's, it depends, how she's on tonight or not.
Caitlin Vise, double-double, or at least a near double-double as well. So North Oldham and Anderson County, the 4th and final quarterfinal. The winner will take on Grant County on Friday at 7:30 in semifinal number 2. We'll take a quick break, be back to reset the starting lineups, then we'll have live basketball on Glycod.com.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. We'll take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wooden one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
If your car's been damaged, regardless of make or model, visit the experts at Roy's Body Shop. Roy's is locally owned and operated with free towing and lifetime warranty on all collision repairs. Plus, they provide deductible savings for every insurance claim. Open weekdays 9 to 5 at 2604 Highway 146 in LaGrange. Give them a call at 502-222-0948 or online at roysbodyshop.com. Roy's Body Shop. Collision repair for the people.
From Glycod, it's Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball. Roy's Body Shop in LaGrange. Collision repair for the people. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service in Crestwood, making your life easier with quality products and quality service. Watts Home Center, design that feels like home. Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable. LaGrange Service Center, quality car care since 1964. State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilley. And by Mortensen Family Dental. Now courtside for all the action from Glycod on Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball.
Back live at Gallatin County High School. Time now for your starting lineups, presented by Leslie Gilley, Crestwood's friendly State Farm agent. Smith and Sipes form a double-figure backcourt, along with Boyd, Vise, and Moffitt. Liz Boyd, all 8th region in her first season in a North Oldham uniform, 13 points and 11 rebounds. And then Caroline Moffitt, a very valuable defensive player, Don.
Yes, she is. Carroll, she's at 4.2, but she's a 5'10 senior, does a good job, distributes the ball. She does a lot of the dirty work for the ball club.
Bearcats, Satterley and Beasley in the backcourt. Baum, Lucas, and, of course, Laney Johnson. Johnson over 1,000 career points. Not only 23-point average, but also chipping in 8 rebounds. Don, let's briefly talk about a couple of keys in this matchup.
You know, three-point shooting. If you look at the losses that Anderson County's had, 6 losses, a couple of those they didn't score 30 points. So I think that that they do rely, and you got Miss Johnson, Lane Johnson shoots 38%, which we mentioned earlier. And if they are not hitting the ball, if they're not hitting the three, that's going to be trouble for Anderson County. Now on the other side, North Oldham needs to play the perimeter. They need to play the perimeter. North Oldham's big enough inside to do that. They need to cut down on their turnovers, but I think also, they got to play that perimeter, so it'll be interesting.
Series, a relatively new series between these two schools. Of course, North Oldham just opening earlier this century. Bearcats winners of 5 in a row, and they won this season opening night in Goshen by 10. Of course, the winner takes on Grant on Friday night.
Talking to Coach McIntosh about that early season loss. They lost by 10, but he said, just a couple shots and a few ball bounces a different way, they win the ball game.
Mustangs in their teal, Bearcats in their home uniform. Their home whites is the higher seed. I love those bright teal unis for North. This Mustang program gotten better and better through the years. McIntosh trying to provide stability as second-year head coach. Sipes, and the defense will extend out on her.
Anderson open in a 2-3 zone. And North working the perimeter, trying to look inside. And there it goes.
Nice high-low, and Vise fouled after the great find from Liz Boyd.
Great execution there by North to patience, and to beat a zone you got to get inside, and right there they found the opening, got it inside, and that's one thing that Coach Anderson said, Coach Birdwhistle said from Anderson, is he's very concerned about the high-low, that they execute extremely well.
Liz Boyd has been quite the find for North, moving in from Darlington School, Rome, Georgia, for her final high school season, and she found Vise underneath, and Vise cannot connect as Anderson corrals the loose ball.
North opens up straight man-to-man.
Johnson going to be a tough cover as Sipes shadows her. That shot a little bit long, and sneaking back in for the rebound as Boyd runneth the floor and puts it in.
Good outlet pass by North for the easy layup.
Liz Boyd has North on the board. As Johnson putting it on the deck, trying to probe inside that lane. And a reach in North Oldham foul.
It was on the floor, so they'll take the ball out of bounds.
See the basket there. Well, that was the prior play there as Anderson now on the inbound, and that shot partially blocked, and North with possession. Sipes finding Moffitt and Johnson back for the foul.
North is able to get the ball off the defensive glass and get it out, and they've been able to run 2 times in a row.
Caroline Moffitt for 2, as you see Johnson closing and committing the personal. Moffitt the 5th option offensively, but again doing some rebounding and defense. As the Mustangs over their first 3 at the foul line. And they're going to have to make some foul shots to stay in this game. So North misfiring on 4. That's Jenna Beasley. Shadowed by Moffitt with a little length. Johnson pops and flings a 3. And the rebound secured underneath. That was Ella Baum with a rebound, and the arrow will stay. Actually, will belong to Anderson.
Yeah. You know, we were talking missing 4 free throws here. You know, we've seen a lot of lady basketball here in the last week or so, Chris, and the thing that has amazed me was how well they shoot the free throws. And turns around here tonight, North starts off and misses 4.
Beasley on the floor. That's going to fall. And a 3-2 Anderson lead. Now Boyd at the elbow, and pass deflected out. And it will belong to North Oldham. Some number inconsistencies on the Anderson roster, so trying to identify correct couple of players as Satterley. Great find underneath
travel.
And a travel.
Good call. She had the wide open layup, just took that extra step. North put the ball in play. Anderson open, pulling out the 2-2-1 press here. A little pressure. But North gets the ball over with no problem.
Here is Smith, and Sipes a deep 3, and that is her game. Sipes her 57th triple. And North by 2 early. Johnson shadowed by Sipes. There's Claire Cooper on the handle. That shot well long, and Cooper able to secure the loose ball.
Johnson 0 for 3 from the perimeter right now from the three-point line. They spread it.
Johnson stops, starts, and a tie game.
That was a nice play there. I like that. They spread the offense, set the high screen for Johnson, and she rolls down the lane and lays it in.
Well, how will North combat this press? That's a great pass from Boyd, and Vise on the doorstep. And an Anderson timeout. as Vise, after a great find from Liz
Chris,
Boyd.
I tell you, the press break was executed perfectly by North. When you don't hear the ball hit the floor against the press, that's what you want as a coach. And very few, I think it was 1 or 2 times the ball hit the floor, and a nice long pass for Vice underneath to lay it in.
So North Oldham, Coach Mack got to be pleased with his Mustangs beginning.
I think he's got to be. He talked to me earlier, and he said biggest concern was, he says they haven't been in this situation, his team. None of them have been there. So, the Butterflies look like they're gone. To draw Anderson County and play as well as they have in the first 5 minutes of this quarter, they're doing an outstanding job.
Gracie Sipes with a 3, Boyd with a field goal as well as an assist, and Caitlin Vise with a field goal. As Lainey Johnson, all 8th Region Player of the Year, circles for Anderson. Satterley on the bounce. That's Ella Baum moving, and it's prodded forward. That's Catherine Smith, and an and one as Satterley fouled her from behind.
Great steal by Smith. She did all that on her own. Good hands, took the ball away, drove the length of the court, laid it in, and drew the foul.
That's the 4th team foul already on the Bearcats as North Oldham trying to double up Anderson early as Smith to the line. Anderson again can't connect. Strong rebound by Cooper. And coming back for the board is Boyd as Moffitt angles into front court. Nice high-low again.
There's that high-low.
Boyd doing a great job, and Vise the beneficiary. Satterley will handle up top. And now Jenna Beasley working opposite Vise.
Good block there.
Stolen out of there by Boyd. And the Mustangs are razor sharp in this opening quarter.
Baum with a nice block inside. Forced the turnover for North Oldham.
Moffitt swinging around. Vise gonna try to orchestrate things. There's Sipes, that's within her wheelhouse, and instead it's rotated to Moffitt. There's Boyd driving, up and in. Oh my. Boyd's got four. 4 Mustangs have scored.
Just great patience in the half court. And I tell you, North knows what they want, and they know what they're looking for, and they got it that time.
There's Beasley finding Johnson and Sipes all about Laney. There's help coming, and the backside rebound brought down by Smith. And Smith found by Jenna Beasley coming up the floor. Going to have an Anderson sub. 4th team foul on the board. Moffitt triggers a 3.
Wide open. Nobody went out to get her. She had plenty of time, set her feet, and buried a 3.
All 5 Mustangs have scored.
16-5. Coach McIntosh has got to be excited right now.
I think everybody in Goshen's got to be excited. And it's going back to North Oldham. So North Oldham punching the Lady Cats to start this quarter, and we'll see how Anderson responds here.
They brought the pressure out a little high at midcourt now. Try to force some turnovers, got a trap.
And it's spilled forward. That was Sailor Hankins that lost the handle. Johnson free for a three.
Oh, you could feel that when she set her feet, got planted, little ball fake, planted the feet and buried the three.
Johnson with 5. As North with a layup to close the quarter as Hankins put it in. 6 Mustangs have played and a half dozen have scored. And North Oldham by 10 on Glycod.
Grange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
North Oldham in a big surprise as we welcome you back to Gallatin County. Mustangs razor sharp, Don.
Chris, I'll tell you what, it's all about execution. And we're getting a clinic right now from North Oldham on a number of phases of the game. Number 1, press break. They've gotten numerous layups by press breaking, patience in the half court, getting what they want, executing a high-low on a couple of occasions. They're just they're putting on a clinic right now.
So the Mustangs, as replay, getting tangled again, but a 10-point North lead, and they'll have possession. And a foul up top.
Good trap at midcourt, but you know when you trap like that and the player picks the dribble up, you can't be reaching in. You got to shadow the ball, force the bad pass. And that time they had a great trap set, but they reached in and fouled.
Here is Smith, and that's the 6th-team foul, be the first on Maddie Glass. And North Oldham now 1 foul away from being at the bonus.
Another trap.
There's Moffitt from Smith over to Sipes, a deep one. She's becoming a marksman out there.
Well, you know what I'm really impressed with is how North found her. They find the open person so good. And she was wide open and buried a 3.
Loft in the lane, short. And a foul underneath. Faith McGregor slid underneath to have rebounding position, and she'll head to the foul line. Whistled on Catherine Smith.
My stats are correct. This is first free throw attempts for Anderson.
It is. North 0 for 4 from the foul line, and Anderson misfiring on their first from McGregor.
She makes 1, 20-9.
And the first turnover against this press for North.
I give them a compliment and the execution, they make a turnover. Better not do that again.
Well, we'll see what Anderson does, and he tweaks with the press. The group is so well coached. Satterley for a 3. spins out. And Anderson back in the hands of Lainey Johnson as Johnson working opposite Sipes. And Boyd with a strong rebound. And Sipes' value this far cannot be understated. Making the big shots, but the defensive approach.
Comes the pressure again by Anderson County and forced a jump ball. And possession will go to Anderson. Good defense that time. Good pressure defense.
Satterley shadowed by Smith. Johnson flings one up top, a little bit long. And Catherine Smith sneaks underneath from her point guard spot. Sipes going to take it on the bounce, and
she lost the handle
she sure
on that
did.
one. And they say
got a Bearcat hand on it.
Said Anderson touched it. I don't think Coach Birdwhist will agree with that call.
That occurs occurring right in front of the Bearcat bench. And a great overplay and a deflection by Ella Baum, but Moffitt has it. Boyd from the foul line. Sipes was wide open in the corner. Now Sipes heaves one. Every shot of hers looks like it's going in. And Johnson with a rebound for Anderson. And they'll cough it up.
Well, I really like North in the half court. Their execution half court is really outstanding. They're getting the ball where they want it. They're getting it inside.
It's an over and back violation, and a great call by these officials.
Very good. You know, she was in the air when she caught the ball, and you can't do that. You know, our crew is from the 13th region and doing an outstanding job all week.
They got a little whistle happy in that first game, if we may say so, but not too bad. And it will be possession Anderson underneath as North Oldham will bring back Sailor Hankins. Bearcats doing a great job on this glass.
Johnson, great weak side position, put it in.
And here come the Lady Cats. Is that shot cleaned up and off? And we're going to have an Anderson County infraction.
Well, that was a opportunity there to cut this thing to 7, but missed the wide open layup. Great steal.
North Oldham midway through the second quarter on glycod.com.
Outdated electronics harm the environment when disposed with regular trash. That's why Oldham County Solid Waste is sponsoring an electronics collection event on Saturday, April 15th, 2023 from 9 a.m. to noon at Oldham County High School student parking lot. It's the perfect time to properly dispose of tube and projection style televisions, computers, smartphones, or other gadgets that you may no longer need. No restrictions on devices, every bit helps. A message from Oldham County Solid Waste.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Mustang time out as they protect a 9-point lead. 3 minutes gone by in the second quarter.
Yeah, looking at this, Chris, Lainey Johnson right now, she's getting some opportunities, but she's 1 for 4 from the three-point line, and I'll take it back, 1 for 5, and she's 2 for 4 from the twos. They need to get a little more production out of her. Full court press put on by the North. Now they drop back a little bit. Got to reach in.
And North Oldham strut down for 1-1.
This is Coach McIntosh's second year at North, and I'm very impressed with what I've seen in his ball club. They're just very well coached. And of course, Anderson always, Coach Bergwissel always does a great job out there.
So Smith for 1-1, where she shoots him at 62%. And Caroline Moffitt will re-enter the game for the Mustangs. No baseline flinger that's short, and Catherine Smith likes to mix it up in there. And she's out with a rebound as Sipes snowbirds. And a great defensive play, but apparently Satterley picked up a piece of the arm.
Sipes likes to get the ball and go. When she gets in the open floor, she knows where to go, straight to that basket.
North Oldham defense, Don, been very impressive in this
Very
first
good,
half.
Very good. Both ends of the floor. Their defense, outstanding.
So Sipes will have one more with a 2-shot foul.
Pulled everybody off the line. Get back, set his defense up.
North Oldham has missed 6 free throws unofficially. And the lead at 11 as Bearcats off to a slow start, but still only down 10. As Satterley, step back 3, and that's her game. Her 148th triple of the year.
You love that step back 3, I tell you. Just really take a step forward, drop back, and buried it. Wow.
There's Sipes. Hankins. Up to Johnson. That was a big bucket that fell off. Bomb on the floor.
Anderson's gone to 5 out. Nobody inside, and just attacking off the dribble, setting screens, trying to do the drive down the lanes.
Claire Cooper back in for the Lady Cats, 5'9" junior. She'll be at the bottom right of your screen. And there's Lainey Johnson. Fall away jumper, and she was clobbered.
Her first attempt at free throws.
And the lead stays at 8. You just joined us, North Oldham led by 10 after 1. It's been a balanced attack. 6 Mustangs have scored, and Anderson ice cold from the field. And that one will duck in.
You know, one of the things we talked about early, Chris, about keys was Anderson's shooting perimeter, and right now they're really struggling getting the ball in the basket.
There is Boyd from Moffitt. And North give it to their stabilizer, Smith.
They know where their teammates are. I mean, they just executing.
There's Boyd inside the teeth of that zone, and Vise put it in.
Nice play.
That was a rainbow jumper. And the lead is 9.
Definitely a rainbow, but it went in. Talk about arches. She definitely had one on that ball.
Johnson applying the break. Satterley.
Great drive.
It sure was, and Satterley lays it in with a left.
That was very impressive.
There's Moffitt
trapping
just across the half-court line and coughs it up. As Johnson flings over for a long three. That was well off the mark from Satterley, and Weiss with a rebound outlet, Smith. There's Hankins at the elbow. Now Smith triggers one up top. They're sharing it so well, Don.
I'll tell you, I'm so impressed. They do, and they know where the open person is. It's such a great job of finding the open person.
Here's a Cooper answer attempt that's off, and the long rebound, I believe, deflects off of Smith, and it will belong to the Lady Cats as Hankins checks out, and Gracie Sipes back in for North Oldham. All the way in backcourt and gobbled up by Baum.
And turn around, threw it away. Unforced turnover there. A little impatient by Anderson on that series. Look at the spread on that offense right now. Just outstanding spacing by North, just super spacing.
Moffitt has already made 1-3. That one had an eye on it. And a long rebound scooped up by Cooper. Now Baum stares in. A long jumper that's off, and Boyd outlets Smith. 1-on-4. Smith draws a foul.
She's another one who likes to attack that basket when she gets in the open floor. Her and Sipes both do a great job of penetrating, getting to the hole. I think she'll be shooting too.
There you see Smith after the Moffitt miss. The North having several good looks at it tonight.
Interesting, Coach McIntosh pulls his players out from the lane on all the free throw attempts here. And the main reason I would assume is to get his defense set and be ready. And they're ready. Good cut.
And a North Oldham foul, 15 foul.
I like what Anderson's doing. They just need to convert these shots they're getting.
A couple of surprises in Louisville on the boys' side if you're following at the bottom of our screen. Pleasure Ridge Park loses at home to DeSales, and Ballard down late to Central. And North Oldham reels in the rebound. They may well be served to hang on to it for one.
34 seconds to go, I would think so.
Yeah, Sipes.
Yeah, Coach McIntosh is offering instructions right now.
Now Sipes finds Boyd. Boyd pitches it in.
That was called from the bench. Coach McIntosh called that from the bench.
14-point Mustang lead. There's Lainey Johnson, a forced three. And that's going to close the first half. North Oldham, with two impressive quarters of basketball, lead the favored Anderson County Bearcats. We'll be back after this on GlyCod.com.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
If your car's been damaged, regardless of make or model, visit the experts at Roy's Body Shop. Roy's is locally owned and operated with free towing and lifetime warranty on all collision repairs. Plus, they provide deductible savings for every insurance claim. Open weekdays 9 to 5 at 2604 Highway 146 in LaGrange. Give them a call at 502-222-0948 or online at roysbodyshop.com. Roy's Body Shop. Collision repair for the people. Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by LaGrange Service Center, a family-owned car repair shop that also offers 24/7 towing and roadside assistance. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, celebrating their 58th year in business.
The surprising first half at Gallatin County North Oldham. A big lead over the Bearcats, the heavily favored Bearcats.
Yeah, this is an eye-opener here. I'm definitely surprised. Up 31-17. And real quickly, the unofficial stat that stands out to me, and we mentioned it earlier in the pregame, was the shooting. I've got Anderson right now 2 for 15 from the three, and that's not going to win the ball game. But North, on the other hand, who's not they do have some three-point shooters, but I got 5 for 7. And they're knocking down the shots. They're very patient in the half court. They've spread the offense extremely well, and they've been able to find the open person.
A balanced scoring attack for North. All 6 players that have played in this game have scored, and their passing in the half court has been very impressive.
You got to love it, don't you? I'm telling you, you're exactly right. They're just excellent. Just excellent execution in the half court, finding the open man. Good job. And I tell you what, when they like in the middle, you want to get that ball in the middle against that zone. And every time they've been able to do it, they've basically scored. Baum does a great job. She can turn around, hit the shot, or dump the high-low. She finds it, or she kicks it out to the wing, where Sipes has knocked down a couple threes.
From an Anderson County standpoint, this team is so well coached. They're so talented. What's the message Coach Birdwhistle is imploring in that locker room?
That's good. First of all, we're down 14 guys. The game's not over. We have not played our best, obviously. We have not shot the ball well. I think that they're a little surprised at how well North is playing them and executing. I think that if I was Coach Birdwhistle, I think, a little more patience in the half court. Get the ball where he wants it. They've taken some really bad shots, okay? A lot of forced shots. They're not patient enough to find what they want, and it's there. You just got to be patient enough. Then in the defense, I think I put a little more pressure out there. I think when they showed the pressure, especially at midcourt, they just, they made some bad mistakes. They fouled the person, a couple of incidents, but they just got to do a better job of on the defensive end of guarding the ball and guarding the basket. You can't get wide open layups in transition, which North has been able to do, executing.
So much
got to get back on defense.
And so much of Anderson's offense does go through Lainey Johnson. Do you feel like that maybe that's too much of a focal point in this first half?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's handled the ball. She's taken, I've got her with about 15 shots, okay, and I've got her hitting 1 3, and a couple of twos. And I think that they're too much relied on her. Satterley's done a great job. She's penetrated well. She's hit a 3. She made a great drive for a 2. But that's the extent of their scoring right there. Nobody else. I don't have anybody else on the board. I'm not saying they're not because my stats aren't official. But you don't see a lot of participation on the offensive end from the other players.
And for North Oldham, goodness gracious, a fine-tuned first half. But what do they need to do to continue on in the second half?
Do what they're doing. Okay, what they've been doing. If I was Coach McIntosh, guys, great first half, but, that's just a half. We got 16 more minutes to go. And right now the score is 0-0. That's exactly what I would preach to my team. I would say the first 3-4 minutes of this third quarter is going to dictate the results of this ball game. So we got to come out. We got to continue to play smart defense. We got to continue to get hit the defensive glass, and we need to be patient in the half court. No, we're not going to hold the ball, but we need to be patient and find the open person, continue to spread it out, continue to have great spacing, and I don't see why that would change in the second half.
Winner will take on Grant County. They defeated Carroll County very handily earlier. What did you make of that performance?
Wow, I tell you, I was very, very impressed with Grant County. I thought at this point, the teams that we've seen in this tournament, they're the best team I've seen so far. I thought that their defense, the pressure defense, was outstanding, and they execute. You talking about somebody that executes? That 1-2 press is the way you coach it. They forced the ball up the side, and it was a trapping 1-2. They trapped at the half court, they trapped in the corner, they trapped on the sidelines, and did a great job first quarter.
Looking at the back history, if you will, Grant County has played both North Oldham and Anderson. They defeated the Mustangs and then lost to the Lady Cats. Halftime here, Anderson County trailing North Oldham in the second half when we come back on Glycod.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
LaGrange Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. It will take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller, good one, inexpensive wooden one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
For dependable, friendly heating, cooling, electric, and plumbing service, it's Kinzer & Kinzer at 200 East Jefferson Street in LaGrange. Locally owned and operated since 1983. Call 502-222-0497.
If your car's been damaged, regardless of make or model, visit the experts at Roy's Body Shop. Roy's is locally owned and operated with free towing and lifetime warranty on all collision repairs. Plus, they provide deductible savings for every insurance claim. Open weekdays 9 to 5 at 2604 Highway 146 in LaGrange. Give them a call at 502-222-0948 or online at roysbodyshop.com. Roy's Body Shop. Collision repair for the people.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
North Oldham by 14 as we get set for half two. Get the sense the Bearcats' message may have been received as Anderson County will begin this in the half court. Laney Johnson from a skip pass and poked around. That's Moffitt on the floor, and the arrow in favor of North Oldham.
Chris, you made a good point earlier about too much around Anderson going too much to Laney Johnson, and you're right. Of 25 shots, she had 15 in the first half.
She's certainly unquestionably their top player, unquestionably, but I think spreading it may come back to her as Sipes,
good point,
a little bit out of control and a bump foul. Sipes to pitch it in. Is the foul called on Elabam. There's Moffitt steering it in the lane. Now Boyd with a crease, but stepped on the baseline. Now North Oldham's got to continue to attack.
Yes,
with this double-figure lead.
Change anything. Like I said, right now it's nothing to nothing coming out of that locker room.
Johnson, the recipient of the pass, and a foul away from the basket on Weiss. So Sipes opened the game on Johnson, and Weiss, at least in this early sequence, will have the defensive responsibility. Johnson underneath. And possession North. Now Smith.
Good ball handler, good floor general. She's doing a great job leading this team.
There's Boyd. Kind of muscle her way through Hyatt. And the rebound secured for Anderson County. Beasley uncorks one, and it's just not there thus far tonight for the Lady Cats.
And we talked about that earlier, you know, they like that three, and they're just not knocking it down. Getting good looks.
They are. As Moffitt will inbound. And here comes Sipes traipsing up the near sideline.
Great move. Got to reach in.
It's on Elabam.
Good crossover. Dribble by Smith.
Sipes just makes stuff happen.
Yeah. Very active, very quick, very good ball handler.
Able to maintain her proper footing. As Moffitt dumps it down low to Boyd. Boyd.
Oh, that was outstanding. Good another set.
And the Mustangs now enjoy a 16-point lead.
Boyd is doing a great job inside.
And there's Lainey Johnson attacking. And a great steal poked away by Hyatt. Satterley. Hyatt heaves. And the long rebound. Great hustle by both young ladies. Hyatt slid into third base, no call. And a held ball. I mean, she slid for 6 feet.
Yes, she did. I think we need a little towel out there to clean that up. The ref is looking at it now.
Great effort by both ladies, but I mean, Hyatt, there she goes. And no, so the arrow in favor of Anderson. That's McGregor as it poked out of there by Liz Boyd. Now Moffitt squaring. They're going to give Moffitt space out there, see what she does with it, and threads the needle inside, and an Anderson foul.
I think that's on Johnson.
Abby Wells, freshman, in for Anderson County. As North Oldham plus 14 to inbound. Catherine Smith trying to evade the defensive pressure, lofts it in the lane.
She is tough.
Smith with 7.
Had pressure on her. Took her to the hole, which you should do when you got pressure on like that, and a little floater in the lane.
There's Johnson trying to respond, and Boyd pokes it out of play. Johnson pauses at the elbow, then flings it long. Cleaned up by Wells. And another held ball. The arrow will belong to North Oldham.
Things getting a little out of hand. 16-point lead. Anderson's going to have to do something.
There's Vise underneath.
We're going to have to get it going. 4 minutes to go in the third.
Now Moffitt has a seam baseline, lofts it long, and Johnson with a rebound. Under 4 minutes in this third. And out of bounds back to North Oldham. Anderson contingent thought that ball was deflected off of a Mustang. See if we can get another look at that underneath. Oh boy, that does appear to glance off of Boyd. And here comes Smith, the stabilizer for North. Boyd crashing.
You know, Smith just created that whole thing. Penetrating and dish, drew the defense, knows where a teammate was located, felt the defense and kicked it out.
Long three. And Boyd strong arms that rebound. Arrow will stay with the Lady Cats.
Chris, I tell you, I've been very impressed with North. I did not expect this. I'm telling you, this is a good basketball team. You know, very well coached.
Double-digit losses for the Mustangs. But they played well late in the season, only losing by 8 to South Oldham over the weekend. And Johnson, maybe that'll get her going. as Anderson calls a quick timeout. 16-point game. 3 minutes left in the third, and we'll be right back on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Mustangs to inbound.
Full court pressure by Anderson, trying to create something.
And Catherine Smith will center it for the Mustangs. There's Boyd inside the arc.
Great pass. They just working so well together.
Levi's on the assist. 18-point lead. As Johnson.
Reach in.
Hankins called up top. The passing that North Oldham has exhibited tonight has been so impressive, Don.
Best I've seen in this tournament. Just very, very crisp. That right there. And, you know, the bounce pass is a lost art. I hate to say it, but it's the best pass in basketball. And right there, Sipes saw her cut the lane. Boyd gave her a little bounce pass. When you did that, there was no hands in the way. Boyd picked up and laid it in.
And a North Oldham timeout will keep things here as Coach Mack will
think he saw something.
Huddle up his young ladies, and an 18-point lead. Reminder, back on the air tomorrow night at Henry County for the boys' 8th Region quarters. These same Mustangs, although a different gender, will take on Grant, followed by Owen and Woodford. Should be two very interesting matchups. We're on the air tomorrow at 6 right here on Glycod.
Just a great time of the year, Chris.
It sure is.
You know, it's been great out here at Gallatin, the 8th Region. Competitive young ladies. I'll tell you, what North's got to be careful with, you know, and they got an 18-point lead, okay? It's pretty solid with 2:20. But last night we saw Spencer lead South Oldham for, you know, the whole game until the last 3 minutes. And then, you know, they had a good 7, 8, 9-point lead, ended up losing the game. So, you know, it's never over until it's over.
Mustangs going to inbound. And North Oldham has never defeated Anderson in their history. 0-5 in the all-time series.
I did not know that. That's interesting.
And Smith, a long jumper, a little short, chases it down, though.
Follows her shot.
And Sipes.
And Smith and Sipes, what a combination. They are tough.
And that's going to spin in on a well-executed three.
That's a bomb hit that.
A bomb knocking one in. As the Mustangs funnel it to Boyd, and maybe a little too fast there.
Yeah, she had her open. Rice was ahead of the defense, and Boyd just overthrew her. Or we'd have had another lane. So we got an 18-point lead, 138 in the third.
Now Johnson, step back three. And it will belong to North.
She just has not had it tonight. That was an air ball. Lainey Johnson struggled all night with her shooting. I think you give a lot of that credit to North's defense. But that one there, she was wide open.
Smith probing, and a reach-in foul.
It's a late whistle, but it definitely got hacked pretty good.
It's Catherine Smith at the foul line for two. North coming in was only 1-6 against the field. They beat Carroll as Smith steers the first in. They got losses to Anderson, Owen, Grant, Spencer, and twice to South Oldham. So this although this has been a very impressive performance, really doesn't coincide with their regular season.
No, it doesn't. We've seen all those teams that you mentioned, Chris, and it's hard to believe. That got her unofficially with 12 points for Miss Smith. Having a great game, Catherine Smith.
10-point, check that 20-point lead.
She's a 5'4" junior.
14-point lead at half, and the Mustangs have added 6.
Well, we talked about that. You know, they got to continue to do what they're doing, and they have continued that, and they've opened it from 14 to 20 to a 20-point lead. Just execution.
If this score holds, it will be a huge upset in the landscape of high school girls basketball. That shot off from Smith. She's going to chase it down. Sipes has a step baseline. Johnson heaves it long. And a strong rebound, that's Vise.
She's a floor general. Letting her players know, let's get moving.
There's Moffitt. And a Lady Cat foul underneath. That'll be their 6th team foul.
It's on Maddie Glass, I think.
So one more away from the bonus are the North Oldham Mustangs. Boyd surrounded, and great block by Johnson. Here comes Maddie Glass. Under 10. Glass with a screen, and Baum puts it in. And that's going to wrap up the third. North Oldham, a big lead tonight, a surprising lead. And we'll be right back on Glycod.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Mustangs raising some eyebrows, and Anderson up against it, Don.
Yes, they're 8 minutes away from playing Grant County on March 3rd. They got an 18-point lead. The way they've been playing, I just don't see anything happening here for Anderson. It's going to change it wide open.
Nice find underneath, and Sipes puts it in.
You know, there we go again, finding the open person. Just a great job to find that open person by Vice.
Johnson baseline. Satterley going to tee up a three. And the backside rebound. Nice rebound in congestion by McGregor. Johnson a three. And McGregor going to try Johnson again, and it still won't fall. And it's out to Anderson.
I'd like to talk about Smith here a minute. Coach, you were talking earlier about her. What a floor general. But you know what I like about her? She's got the knack, a nose for the ball. She knows where the ball is, and I'll explain that here in a minute. There she goes again.
Buys. And the rebound collected by Baum.
I'll finish my thought here when we get a chance.
Go ahead. North Oldham, their fourth foul.
Nose for the ball. And, a lot of people say, well, that's something. No, you know what she does well? She follows her shot. And they always said, we always say the best rebounder on the floor is a shooter. Because a shooter knows if it's short, left, right, or whatever. And if you notice her, every time she shoots, if she knows it's off, she's moving. And she's moving to the ball, not down the floor. She's moving to the basketball. She's got a great nose for the ball.
A couple of quick fouls on the Mustangs. 2 free throws coming up for Jenna Satterley. Still 6:50 left, but the Lady Cats have got to get clicking. This group averages 59 points on the year.
Well, we talked about them. 2 of their 6 losses, they were held under 30 points. They're probably not going to be held under that tonight, but they got a long way to go to catch up.
There's Vise in the open floor from Boyd, and Vise connects.
That was an outstanding press break. Hit the ball in the middle. That's where you want it against the press. Take the ball to the middle. You turn, and you got 2 lanes to fill in, and you hit the one that's open.
Anderson County 27 points. There's a basket and a North timeout. We will resume that thought when we come back. Mustangs pause for 60. We'll be right back on Glycod.
Range Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Chris Labar, Don Mueller back live. Let's continue that thought. Anderson, 2 losses, 27 points to Franklin, and also 27 to Mercer.
Yep, that's a little surprising, the 27. Again, if you look at those stats in those games, poor shooting. And that's what we've had tonight out of Anderson is poor shooting. And they've had some pretty good looks. You just can't get it to go down. But I think with North, though, if you just watch that execution of that press break there, they did an outstanding job of getting the ball in the middle. They know where they're supposed to be. And here again, we'll probably see. Let's see what happens on this press break.
Inbound there, Sipes, and she'll traipse up the near sideline. And Boyd dumps it down low. And a Lady Cat foul. North just been too quick to the spot tonight.
Sipes going to foul line. Is that who they got?
Be 1-1. 7th team foul on
Miss Smith going to foul line.
Anderson. Yeah, will be Catherine Smith.
They look so much alike. And with that long hair, if they got their hair turned around, you can't see the back of the number.
Both juniors, both mainstays inside this Mustang program. And the North Oldham student body is so strong, very active on Twitter, and they support the boys program very well. They need to come up here Friday night if this score holds, because these young ladies deserve it. They're
fun
played
to watch.
A fun, wonderful game
You're
tonight.
exactly what. They've just been so out. I just enjoyed watching them execute.
20-point lead. And they have led throughout. This game has been in control since the outset as Johnson blocked again by Boyd.
Boyd just done a great job of that middle farm. And so many things well tonight on both ends of the floor.
Catherine Smith funnels to Sipes. Only 6 Mustangs have played tonight, and they have all contributed in different forms.
Came close to that mid-court. I think some Anderson fans wanted a back court there.
Now Moffitt finding Vise.
I like how she protects the ball.
rattling out as Boyd's shot too strong.
She knows how to use her body when she's got it in that post position.
Satterley initiating contact, a clever move, and that got Boyd in the air.
Yeah, I like that. Offensive move, she threw her body into her, but Boyd's moving up, moving into her too, so fouls on the defense.
Satterley for a pair. This Lady Cat program 8 trips to the Sweet 16. They've won this tournament 3 straight seasons, and they've advanced to the regional semi 15 of the last 16 years. That's
amazing.
Historic success in girls basketball, but they're up against it tonight as North Oldham in control, and a foul underneath. That was a nice play by Maddie Glass to rip that ball away.
Called a foul on Glass, I think. Yes, he did. And we'll be going to the other end. Shooting 1-1, I think. Yep. No. Officials are having discussion right now to figure out what's going on.
See if we can figure out exactly what transpired leading to this.
That must be this.
I thought they called a foul on North Oldham.
Now it's underneath. And Anderson is putting the ball in underneath.
So it's only the 6th team Mustang foul.
Yep.
And now Anderson will commit their 8th team foul. Maddie Glass called for foul number 3. And this will be 1-1 for North. Mustangs only their 2nd ever appearance in the regional tournament. 0-1 in regional play entering tonight, losing in the opening round last year. And that spins out. And a great shot in. That'll bring him back within 15. Sipes is bumped again. And a shot there by Claire Cooper on that 3. And Sipes for 1-1, the final 1-1. You look at these 4 teams in the semifinals if this score holds, and I'm not sure who you would cite as the favorite.
Well, we look at the schedule, and the team we see on the floor that's winning right now by 17 points, you wouldn't think would be the favorite. But I got to tell you, Chris, of the games we've seen, with the teams that have won, right now, North is as good as any of them. And they may be the best performance I've seen.
You look at South Oldham, they went to the Sweet 16 back in '98. Simon Kenton, of course, has been as recently as 2018. But Grant and North have never been. So you're going to have an outlier potentially if this score holds. Somebody's got to advance. And Moffitt will replace Hankins. Still 4:40 left as Sipes. Is that the strategy now to lengthen this game?
It's obviously Coach Birdwhistle has decided that, the only way he can get back in this game is to put put North on the line and hope they miss some free throws. But who we got going to the line? That is Smith.
Gracie
Tonight I
Sipes.
have her for 1, 2.
Sipes for
I got her 7 out of 8 at the free throw line. So
will be Sipes at the line.
On North, what was that, Sipes? I'm sorry. Let's see. That's her, 4 out of 5 for Gracie Sipes.
And Lainey Johnson secures the rebound.
But Anderson's got to score if they want to get back in the game. Yeah, foul all you want, but you got to convert when you get the ball in your hands. Wasn't ready.
And Moffitt may have been well served to let that ball stay out of bounds, but it will be North possession.
I don't think she was quite ready for that pass.
Vise out, and for North Oldham, they'll sub in Liz Boyd.
Smith and Sipes, what a duo out front.
Great backcourt.
I tell you, they are fun to watch. They can handle the ball.
Moffitt all the way to the basket.
She got all of that. She saw the seam, attacked it, drew the foul.
And Caroline Moffitt at the foul line for 2.
Moffitt's, we talked about her earlier. She's steady. She contributes. That is, see, I've got her with 3 points. That's her 4th unofficial. Both teams settled down, making it. Well, shouldn't have said it. I was going to say making the free throws, but
Jenna Satterley into forecourt for Anderson. Johnson from deep. And boy, she has been off the mark consistently all night.
You can see the frustration. She just threw her hands up in the air that time with that missed 3. It was another air ball for her. She's a great player. 3rd leading scorer in the state, leading scorer in the region. Just having an off night. It happens to everybody. It happens to the best.
Mustangs inbound is Vise. Finds Boyd, and here's Boyd bulldozing her way into front court.
They all handle the ball, every one of them. Weiss out there now, dribbling behind her back, doing some good things. Bad pass there.
There's Satterley up and in.
One of the few mistakes they made.
And an Anderson timeout. We'll step aside on Glycod.com. Anderson and North Oldham. We'll be right back.
Your car's been damaged, regardless of make or model, visit the experts at Roy's Body Shop. Roy's is locally owned and operated with free towing and lifetime warranty on all collision repairs. Plus, they provide deductible savings for every insurance claim. Open weekdays 9 to 5 at 2604 Highway 146 in LaGrange. Give them a call at 502-222-0948 or online at roysbodyshop.com. Roy's Body Shop. Collision repair for the people.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Anderson County within 15 with 3:26 left, and North Oldham, just that passing just been so crisp and precise.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen now, Anderson, he's got to go after every pass. You'll see a lot of fouling. The rest of this 3:26 out. They got to contest every pass. They're going to have to try to force turnover, which he just did on this last series, and that's what's going to have to do. And hopefully North will miss some free throws, and Anderson can get back in and get this thing a little closer.
Sipes and Smith, that great backcourt. Smith into forecourt. And an over and back violation.
Right there, and young players can learn from that. That's, she's such a smart player, but you never pick your dribble up in that spot on the floor in your forecourt in the corner, because you got 2 defenders plus you got 2 lines. And that time, forced the turnover. Good job by Anderson, and a good trap in the right place on the floor to do it.
Anderson with another 3. As Beasley connects one.
Got this down to 12 points right now.
Smith attacking.
What a job.
That's the Sipes, I beg your pardon.
What a job. Just ducked her head, went down the lane. Great decision making.
Satterley will work against Boyd. She veers to the left, had a step.
Nice move. Good left hand. Good to see the young players use the left hand.
Revise. And a timeout, North Oldham.
Probably a good timeout right now. 2:14, 12-point lead. Let's get regrouped here.
Coach is he's coached a good ball game over there tonight.
Yes, he has. I've been so impressed. His second year, I've been so impressed with Coach McIntosh.
So game one on Friday night here will be South Oldham and Simon Kenton. Game two will feature Grant County and the winner of this. And then the two winners will meet for a right to play in the state championship game. The 8th region title will be Saturday at 7 o'clock.
Chris, who do you like going forward here right now from what you've seen? Because you've been here for every dribble.
Don't put me on the spot.
Okay, I won't. All right, that's my job, right?
I kind of think this might be South Oldham's year. That backcourt, they won last night. Ella didn't play her best. I get the feeling with her best they may be tough, but all four teams, put them in a hat. Put them in a hat if this score holds. What do you think?
Well, I kind of like Grant.
Okay. The size, is that what you like the best?
Yeah, I like their size. He's got depth. He's got size. They play great defense. And, defense is going to win ball games for you. And they're good enough to win it. But it's not – there's not a lot of separation here from these four ball clubs, I don't think.
This is the best performance, but can they do it for 3 games?
Exactly.
And that's
exactly.
But, hey, what a great effort by North. What a great game.
Well, they played – you're right. They had the best performance since we've been here in this tournament.
Vise up top. There is the double, and she'll split it.
I don't know why I didn't take the foul.
Boyd outside. Smith going to tee one up. Another Mateel underneath, and Vise punches it in.
A big rebound, and that could seal the coffin for Anderson.
McGregor has it rattle off. Glass.
Clobbered pretty good.
Hard. Fouled very, very hard.
No, you call it? No, he didn't. Who do you like?
And Anderson to the foul line. Now been Lainey Johnson's night. That does not take anything away from the outstanding sophomore season she had.
She's a sophomore. Remember that. She's a sophomore. Not ever. You're going to have a bad night once in a while, and she just happened to have hers tonight. She will be back. You'll hear that name again, believe me, in this region and in the state.
There's Smith in backcourt. Stay tuned for our most outstanding player at the conclusion of this game. We'll chat with a winning coach as well as tonight's most outstanding player, Rick Reams. We'll have that for you here on Set on Glycod. And Sipes for 2. Again, these two teams met in the opener November 28th, first game of the season. Anderson traveled to Goshen, won by 10, and now they'll play at the last game of the season for one of these teams. There's Johnson finding Satterley. Nice take by Satterley, and she'll punch it in. Excuse me, that is a Glass. Maddie Glass with a bucket.
He got it down to 10. 20 earlier. But it might be just a little late. He's got a foul.
Under a
Good
minute.
foul.
2 more North Oldham free throws.
Boy, to be going to the line. 55 seconds.
This will be the Mustangs' first ever postseason regional victory.
You know, North has had some good teams. It's really hard to believe this is going to be their first postseason victory.
Riley Neal, most outstanding player for 4 seasons for North, concluding her eligibility last season. And insert Liz Boyd, and
I'll tell you, Boyd is a fine ball player.
And the development around her, and this is an incredible performance. Wonderful coaching job. Long three going to spin in for Satterley, and Anderson going to burn one more timeout. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take one more break. Return to Gallatin County after this on Glycod.
Range Service Center is a professional automotive service center that aims to provide the highest level of customer satisfaction. Their team is dedicated to performing honest and ethical work. Their experienced technicians make affordably priced immediate and scheduled repairs. Plus, they offer 24-hour emergency roadside assistance and much more. Located at 409 West Jefferson Street, or call 502-222-1673. LaGrange Service Center.
You're watching Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball from Glycod.
Under a minute left, North Oldham trying to preserve a berth in the 8th Region semifinal on Friday night at 7:30 opposite Grant County. Both teams, one timeout remaining. Will adjust the bug at the bottom of your screen. And the Bearcats in foul mode, Don.
Yep, Anderson, you know, they were down 20. They whittled this thing down to 9, but it's only 46 seconds to go. It's just a little too late to make that comeback from 20-point deficit.
There's Boy. Yep, she shuffled them.
Yeah, you never know. Hit a couple threes here, and like I said, we saw it happen last night to a good Spencer County team.
There's Johnson spinning in, lofts it off. Vise with a rebound, and Vise bumped by Maddie Glass.
Good free throw form, excuse me. You really like to see it when young players use their legs to get the ball to the basket, especially on the free throw line. She does a great job of that.
Satterley heaves it a little bit short, pinballed around, and chased down in the corner. And Sipes.
16 seconds. We're going to run the clock out here.
And the Mustangs going to move on. And rightfully so, the fans beneath them to the left on their feet.
Happy bunch of kids out there right now. Smiles on their face.
North Oldham in jubilation. First ever trip to the regional semis with an upset of Anderson County. Coach McIntosh, Coach Birdwhistle. We'll shake hands at the scorers table. And North Oldham. Wow. Didn't see that one coming, Don.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. But
Mustangs,
I'm very impressed.
A winner tonight. And we'll be right back. More coverage. The 8th Region Girls Basketball Tournament on Glycod.
Winter is coming. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a rough winter with teeth-chattering cold. Don't be caught unprepared. Call Thompson Heating and Cooling today for a special $99 HVAC checkup. Because the last time you want to find out your heat isn't working is when you really need it. At Thompson, we offer a 2-hour appointment window, so you won't be kept waiting all day. We are fully stocked and prepared, and 90% of our calls are repaired that day. And as always, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Call us today for express service.
Broken, outdated electronics harm the environment when disposed with regular trash. That's why Oldham County Solid Waste is sponsoring an electronics collection event on Saturday, April 15th, 2023 from 9 a.m. to noon at Oldham County High School student parking lot. It's the perfect time to properly dispose of tube and projection-style televisions, computers, smartphones, or other gadgets that you may no longer need. No restrictions on devices. Every bit helps. A message from Oldham County Solid Waste.
Looking for sound, prudent financial advice? Did you know that one of the brightest and best financial advisors is in your own backyard? Robin Lawson of Financial Solutions Incorporated has a mission to understand your long-term goals and to create a specific strategy just for you. Robin understands the challenges that face most of us today and offers fresh, out-of-the-box thinking that can put you on the road to financial freedom. Contact Robin Lawson today at 502-225-9900. That's 502-225-9900 or visit lawsonfinancial.net.
Welcome to WDRB Home Design here at Watts Home Center. We're talking paint colors today. Tommy, what are the hottest colors this season?
The hottest colors are gray. Grays are trending. You also have taupes, off-white. Benjamin Moore has over 4,000 colors, so we can find something that you like.
So if I wanted to color match my shirt, you could do it?
I can do it. We take our little color spectrometer here. It will take a picture of your shirt, tells us what color it is. We have true color lighting, so it helps us get the true color to match your color.
Do you have any tips for us to ensure a successful paint job?
The best tip I can give you is use the proper tools. You want to use a good paintbrush, you want to use a good roller. People always grab a roller frame, they just want to roll a wall. Grab a pole, whether it be an expensive good one, inexpensive wooden one. It makes the job go so much easier when you're rolling that wall out.
The team at Watts Home Center can answer all your painting questions, so come on out to their location here in LaGrange. I'm Lindsay Cox for WDRB Home Design.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Watts Home Center. Whether it's building, restoring, or improving your home, visit the experts at Watts, 2350 Commerce Parkway in LaGrange. Watts Home Center, design that feels like home.
Win for North Oldham, 63-52 over Anderson County. Now let's join Rick Reams with Coach Mac McIntosh.
Coach, I was down on the court, heard your excitement. I saw you bring the cheerleaders into the locker room. Tell me, first of all, what that was about and what that celebration was like.
Well, since I've got here, I've been talking about family and getting people to buy in and believe in a process. You know, North, we don't have the tradition. We don't have some of the accolades that, you know, Anderson County has, and you know, much respect go out to them. They played a heck of a game. Yeah. Our girls just dialed in. We had Anderson the first game of the year, and we got beat in our house. And I'm telling you, we probably mentioned it about 10 times since then, and the girls came ready to compete. I have nothing to say except great team effort. Let's go Friday.
Well, I want to ask you, it looked like you had this game scouted out. It seemed like everything Anderson, I noticed everything Anderson threw at you, it seemed like you had an answer for, and if you didn't, you figured it out. Talk a little bit about the preparation to play in Anderson County.
Well, a lot of that's just our coaching staff. Look, we work really hard. You know, behind the scenes, we've got guys doing scouting on tendencies of players down to literally what they ate for lunch that day. And I'm telling you right now, the coaching staff prepares this team sometimes a little bit above the head of what our players even understand at this level yet. But they're starting to buy into understanding game plans and tendencies and relationships. And, you know, you can go a long ways when you start doing that.
Yeah. Well, I've got all kinds of notes from this game. There's something I wanted to ask you about. An interesting point to me was you all were up 54-39. and you were not happy. You called a full timeout at that time. Anderson had just scored. What was your message to your girls right then?
Well, we talk about doing things the right way no matter the score of the game. And at that time, we had a tendency of not listening to the game plan. We were going across half court, stopping about 5 feet in the trapping corner, and I'm yelling till I'm blue in the face. But ultimately, we wasn't adjusting to that, so therefore I had to get in them and remind them a little bit. But listen, they make mistakes. They know that I love them and I appreciate their effort. We always give effort. Win or lose, we give effort, but that was the adjustment. That was why I wasn't happy. And, of course, we made some, and we came back and did a decent job on it.
That's what I love about coaches is you're never happy, right? Yeah. Except for right now, you're happy.
I'm ecstatic right now. Ecstatic.
Well, let's bring in this other girl to come in here.
Hey,
so we're going to trade out microphones.
This is our defensive star. She just don't know it yet. Here we go.
First of all, I want to tell you, great game.
Thank you.
I saw your intensity out there. You all wanted this game, didn't you?
Very much, yes.
Why was that? Why is it so important for this game?
Because this whole season we've just been working towards, we've been working towards winning against South and all that. And since we didn't get our win last Friday, we wanted to make it up today. And we all came out together with intensity and energy, and we just came out with the win.
I noticed on a couple shots, you thought you got fouled. you let the referee know that you thought you got fouled. Yeah. But then what I liked is you went on and played the next play. How do you do that mentally to kind of forget what just happened and get back in the game?
Well, surprisingly, it actually took a few years because I used to be really bad with that. But my coaches, we've gotten new coaching staff, and they just they pick me back up and they try and calm me down. And I knew that if I were to just quit and stop, we wouldn't have got this win, and I knew I would let my team down. So I just came back up, and I knew I'm going to get another shot. I'm gonna keep moving. I'm not fouled out, so there's still a chance to win. So I just kept going.
And I noticed some of your teammates lifted you up, and you lifted them up. That's one thing I noticed tonight is even when Anderson would make a little run, you all, I could tell you, amongst y'all, you said, we're fine. Yeah. Let's keep on playing. And then you started hitting free throws. Tell me about free throws.
Well, I haven't gotten a lot of free throws this year, but our Coach Mack, he makes us shoot at least 50 each day, and it's actually helped us a lot. And I don't know, today was a good day for my free throws.
So tell me, in your high school mind, what does this game mean?
It means a lot. I don't know, that's the number one in this region, and we're always doubted. We were always putting down. And last year we had Riley, so her name was surrounded North Oldham. That's all North Oldham was known for. And this year we made it all of us. We made it all of us of North Oldham. And we just came out, and this means a lot to everybody. It means a lot to the parents. It means a lot to everybody because we all came out together. It wasn't just one person's game. It was everybody's game.
Well, let me tell you one thing. Before this game, I said Anderson County is the gold standard. Well, you know what? You all just went above the gold standard. Yep. Congratulations. Good luck on Friday night. Excited for you. You played a great game. Thanks so much for coming and giving us your time. All right. Have a great night.
You too.
Thanks, Rick. Thanks, Gracie. Thanks, Coach. And Don, take your hat off to North Oldham. A big win, 63-52. Really in control throughout.
Yes, from the start of the game, just absolutely. Little Gracie Sipes, we had some. Look at the balance here. In unofficial stats, we got Gracie with 17, Catherine Smith had 16, and Lisa Boyd had 14. And, all contributed. Then you look at Vice and Moffitt and Hankey, all those ones, they all contributed. But I think Sipes, the reason we lean, she hit 2 early threes to set the tone for the ball game. And from that point on, North really never looked back. They were up 10 at the quarter, 14 at the half, then they went up 18, and then, they ended up winning 63-56. I think that's
63-52 earlier tonight. Grant,
I can't read my writing there.
Defeats Carroll 80-48. The most outstanding players, Gracie Sipes for North and Jenna Satterley for Anderson County. One more reminder, 8th Region Boys tomorrow night live from Henry County will be on the air at 6. North Oldham and Grant, followed by Owen and Woodford. So 2 nights in the books here, and 4 teams. Some would not have predicted the 4, but they're moving forward with a shot to.
Anderson's out, and that was a surprise.
That'll wrap things up. A great Glycod crew, Joe O'Mellan on camera, Steve Bird, our executive producer, for Rick Reams and Don Mueller. I'm Chris LeBar. Good night from Gallatin County High School. You've been watching 8th Region Girls Basketball on Glycod. Good night.
From Glycod, this has been Roy's Body Shop 8th Region High School Basketball. Roy's Body Shop in LaGrange. Collision repair for the people. Tonight's game was also brought to you by Anderson Sales and Service in Crestwood, making your life easier with quality products and quality service. Watts Home Center, design that feels like home. Thompson Heating and Cooling, making people comfortable. LaGrange Service Center, quality car care since 1964. State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly, and by Mortensen Family Dental.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.